Hey everyone, it's Wednesday, June the 20th. This is the EunityCast, episode number 21, and
That's a question.
Yeah, of course. And I'm Riccio, and I'm joined by...
Somppi.
And Dan.
Ooh.
And for those who haven't figured it out, this is the audio.
For those of you watching a black screen on a video.
Actually, we might have a what was it, the line art that was created by Guru Links?
Yeah, Guru
Why did I question that? I was going to say either her name, but then I was like, I should probably not say that.
No, you shouldn't.
So, she lives in...
A pineapple under the sea. No, she...
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Trademark. Anyway. Yeah, she lives across the pond. But, anyway... So it's been a week since we've seen Devin, actually, because he actually wasn't here on the last one.
No, I was not here on the last one. I was celebrating my 22nd birthday.
Ooh, I felt like you took a pause there, like my 20s. I want to say how old.
I had to count on my fingers.
20. I'm actually 18. I'm young. No, I'm not.
Just a total lie, right?
Yeah, just a lie.
So for those of you wondering, Dustin, who joined us last week, is actually missing in action. Or I was gonna say dead, but
It's not
I'm
dead.
like checking my words now because I don't want to.
You don't want to fuck it up?
Yeah.
No.
Well, he's just a temporary guest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he'll be
he's
on ever so often for random stuff.
I just realized we're going to have to get another mic for a Tempcast.
Well, we got the one that Dan's using right now. Actually,
Oh, yeah, that's totally true. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
right.
doesn't sound too bad. Anyway, but yeah, so what have you guys been playing this week?
I guess we'll start with Dan.
I've been playing Pokemon Conquest.
Can you explain that to me? I have no idea what it is.
Okay, it came out on a Monday, first of all, which is really, really weird.
Nintendo games either come out on Sundays, Fridays, or I guess Mondays now.
Yeah, apparently.
That's
I don't. It's not a Nintendo game though. It's something from Tecmo Koei, and they just took Pokemon and put it in their turn-based strategy RPG.
What does Tecmo Koei usually do? Is it the?
I think it's Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, it is.
And
Okay,
stuff.
that's what I thought. Okay.
But it's each person has one Pokemon, and instead of gaining XP, you gain link power with your Pokemon. So you're
More in sync with them?
but you're building a team of warriors, but each of them have one Pokemon, and so in your team, you're no one is actually seen on the field. It's always just the Pokemon, but you're invading other kingdoms and trying to get their members to join you.
It sounds
and
legit intense, ridiculous.
Yeah, there's this metagame where every time after a battle, which takes place on maybe a 30 by 30 square board.
When you said field, it actually looks a lot like Final Fantasy Tactics. I kept saying it's
really?
squares.
Yeah, but
that
it's
raised.
not that same kind of gameplay system where it's okay, so we all have speed ratings, and really fast people like thieves and rogues and whatever are going to take 2 or 3 turns for every warrior, but and then the warriors are going to be stronger when they take their turns.
Yeah.
It's okay, each Pokemon gets one move and attack a turn, kind of like Advance Wars, and then you end your turn, and then the other person goes, and then you go and the other person goes. So the Pokemons don't have 4 attacks or anything either. It's literally just 1 attack per Pokemon. So
Can you specialize?
Charmander has an Ember, which is ranged. This other, I don't even remember the name of it. It's this little round dude, but he has Flame Wheel, which is a charge up attack. So he used to be 2 squares away, and then he moves a square up when he attacks. And most people just you start with an Eevee and a Jigglypuff because you're a boy and a girl, or
okay,
I guess a girl.
Okay.
I don't know. It says,
Combo.
"Are you a boy or a girl?" And then it just starts.
Now, I may have zoned out while you were talking there for a second, and I just want to make sure. When you said that each Pokemon has different attacks, is it similar to the other games where there's SP per thing? Did you say that or?
No, it's totally not that.
Oh, okay.
It's each Pokemon has 1 attack, and that's it.
That's all they use.
Oh, wow.
There's not even separate attacks. It's just, okay, so I'm going to attack with my Eevee, so it's a tackle.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to attack with my Jigglypuff, so it's a double slap.
And you
which
can
is
change-
horrible.
Yeah.
But
That's
the
a shit
Jigglypuff has a
attack.
lot of health.
Is there a
So-
splash attack for Magikarp? Do you know?
I don't have. There's no Magikarp yet. I'm just.
is the gayest
I've
Pokemon
beat the.
game
I've
ever,
beat the. I'm the normal kingdom or whatever. Then I've beat the Fire Kingdom,
Okay.
which is called Ignis or something, and then I've beat the Grass Kingdom, which is called Greenleaf.
Okay.
So the next one I have to go to is the Water Kingdom, which I don't even remember what it is.
Oh, fair
But there's in each kingdom, you have to kind of there's this metagame of keeping warriors in each kingdom to protect it, and you can't have more than 6 per kingdom, so you can never bring more than 6 into battle. But then within each kingdom, there's a shop or a gold mine where you just use a warrior's turn. So there's global turns which end after each warrior has done an action, whether that's participate in a battle, go to a shop and buy something, go to the gold mine.
Okay.
Yeah. So in each of these kingdoms, there's kind of like a random encounter place, or 2 of them, where you can just fight wild Pokemon, but you can't catch them. You just fight wild Pokemon and
grind,
raise your Link.
Oh.
So you're
So yeah, is there actual levels, or is it Link only?
I don't know yet. Maybe because everyone's got so far evolvable Pokemon.
Okay.
So I don't know if when you hit 100 Link, it's like, oh, okay, so now your Eevee's going to turn into something else, and you're going to start at 0 Link again. Or because there's no, like, I haven't encountered a Pokemon that just doesn't evolve.
So all
just
of them.
for kind of like shits and giggles to kind of know, because I know this is kind of important for maybe us old school Pokemon people. Have you seen any of the new crazy like 200 or whatever new Pokemon, or is it
it's all crazy. It's a mix of everything.
Oh, it's a mix of okay,
So
that's cool.
It's not the pure like gen
and your main character starts with an Eevee.
Yeah,
so that theoretically you can turn it into whatever type you want.
Okay, because I know you were saying like Jigglypuff and stuff, and I figured if that's one of the
well,
old
you've got
school...
Jigglypuff, and the like warrior associated with Jigglypuff is a girl. I guess it would be a boy if you picked girl.
Yeah, but I mean like the choice of being Jigglypuff, I don't know. It's like an old school kind of Pokemon. Well, I guess it's also iconic because
it's supposed to be the one with a lot of health.
Okay,
and then the warrior's power is a global heal for your team. Which you can only use a warrior power once per battle.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, but you can't use a warrior power if the Pokemon's dead. So it's kind of like if this person stays alive, doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's got a full heal everyone on the team
kind of
when you need it.
Okay.
All right. So it's your oh shit character.
And you've played how much of this game so far?
I put in 2 hours.
Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff to.
I know,
like
and I'm not. It's not really meant to be like, okay, I'm going to go to this kingdom and be fire guys. Okay, and then I'm just going to be grass, and then I'm going to be water. It's not just like you go to the kingdoms. It's like battle. Like 2 hours into the game, 3 battles. There's like random encounter spaces where you can either find the wild Pokemon, like I was saying, and just fight them for Link power.
Okay.
Or if there's like trainers or warriors or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
In those random areas, and you finish the battle under certain conditions. So far, the only conditions I've found are like, okay, so beat every Pokemon on this field in 4 turns. And then if you fulfill that condition, you have the option of asking that warrior to join you.
And if you don't, it's just kind of like, hey, you win, that's it?
Well, no, he just kind of like pieces off or whatever.
He just disappears. He's not part of your party already.
Yeah, and there's kind of the same idea of like, oh, your party's full of 6 warriors, so just send him off to another kingdom that you have so that he can stay there and take actions there, but then...
So just to know, the people you can actually bring onto your team, you said they were random encounters, or is this like set places? Like if you miss one of those
for instance,
objectives...
when you beat the Fire Kingdom, you fight 3 guys.
Yeah.
And I think you can recruit one of them.
Well, it was just to ask
after you fight the battle and beat like each kingdom battle against like 3 other or 4 other trainers is like a boss.
Okay, but I want to know is it only the random ones that you can recruit, or is it the actual quote unquote like story ones as well?
Some of the story ones you can.
Oh, that's cool.
So when you beat the Grass Kingdom, 2 of the guys with some of the like more minor Pokemon can join you, but they have exactly the same Pokemon. It's like I think it's. I don't remember what it's called. I just got them on the way here.
You're getting back into this, so.
What's it on? You didn't really...
It's only on Nintendo DS.
It's only on...
Not even 3DS. Well, you can play it on 3DS.
So you can play it on a DS or a 3DS. It doesn't matter.
But it'll do that like
nice
little screen thing on the 3DS if you use it on that one. I think. I'm pretty sure. Unless it's like, yo, this is a new cartridge. We'll zoom it and make it all pretty. I doubt it. That'd be awesome, though.
I don't think so. That game looks like a DS game. It's not pushing the graphical envelope by any means.
Okay.
It's not evolving it.
Yeah, so there's like, you can get the same type of Pokemon theoretically.
Okay.
But each of the warriors have different warrior powers, and the warriors actually have stats too. So it's not just the Pokemon stats that you're worrying about. You're worrying about like...
Oh. That's when you... So when you're saying warriors, you're talking about the actual like quote like the trainers.
The trainers, yeah. So but each trainer only has the one Pokemon.
That shit's intense. This sounds like
neat.
Retarded amounts of like meta games.
The thing is, it's not a Pokemon game at all. It is a like kind of deep tactics strategy game with like the kind of Total War meta game, moving around and like guarding different kingdoms, but like, hey, you're using Pokemon instead of guys.
So do you go into battle, you throw a Pokeball, and then a trainer flies out of it, and then he throws the Pokeball, and then you're like, okay, good, and then you suck the guy back in? That sounds bad.
No, it's kind of like...
And Riccio's at it again. What's the time count for this getting gay by Riccio?
That's not getting. I'm just making it fun. No, it's I don't know.
Which is fun.
It's whatever. Anyway.
Whenever your cursor's floating over the Pokemon, it shows you like a little like dynamic picture of the trainer, like he's either sad because the Pokemon's at low health, or he's like putting his hand up because the Pokemon just killed someone, and it's just like floating.
Oh my god, that sounds terrible. Yay, my Pokemon committed murder. Woo!
Well, the kind of dark thing about this is that like the main bosses of the castles you usually can't like recruit because they're like the leaders of the team or whatever, and it always says like they left off mysteriously or in the night or something like that. It's like
they had to go back to their home planet.
You totally just murdered that Pokemon to conquer that place.
That's the kind of crazy thing. It's like, yo, this is kind of in like feudal Japan, and we're like trying to take over the entire country. That's our goal as like this like new warlord or whatever, and it's like,
kill the
we're
old
using
warlord.
Pokemon, and I have an Eevee, and my friend has a Jigglypuff, and we're just going from city to city, just invading with an Eevee and a Jigglypuff.
So was there the word Sega on any of this cartridge? Is it going to be like Total War Pokemon coming up like 2013?
No,
Oh my God.
it's Tecmo Koei. Remember? Settle down.
So it'll be like Dynasty Pokemon,
Dynasty Pokemons.
Pokeball Wars.
It's kind of like
A new beginning?
Don't you do that in Dynasty Warriors where you like move?
You do,
You
but
do.
you've got that like third person like fighting combat thing, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
If I'm thinking of the right thing.
It's mash a button. From what
Yeah,
I can't really
it's a-
speak for because I've never.
Yeah, no, it's a mashup button.
I've played the DS one, oddly enough, and it's the same kind of. I think we talked about. Did I talk about this last week, Riccio? I think I did.
For what?
For Dynasty Warriors on DS.
Oh yeah, we were talking about this. I forget why. I think we were relating it to Lollipop Chainsaw, but
we related everything to Lollipop
we
Chainsaw.
related everything. Pre-orders, everything. Anyway.
It's kind of like moving up through villages and stuff as you fight.
Okay.
So that's kind of what this is like, except it's all turn-based strategy.
Yeah, that is exactly Dynasty Warriors, like just with Pokemon.
I've never really played a
turn-based
Dynasty War,
instead
so
of
I
just
can't really.
beat 'em
The
up.
thing that really got me with any Dynasty Warrior game that I tried to pick up, like borrow it from a friend or anything like that, is the metagame is needlessly complicated. It's the reason why I was playing that was for the hack and slash, like go around, mess everybody up. But then when you pull out of the camp or the village that you do to get into the metagame, it's you have to have X number of people here, and if you don't have that here, then you're gonna get conquered and you're gonna lose all those people. So you have to make sure that you've got the right amount, but they never tell you. It's just you kind of have to learn by trial and error. And there's been a lot of times
I think
where
that's what
just got-
makes Dynasty Warriors unique, as opposed to just like,
Yeah, fair enough.
oh look, we made X blades.
Yeah,
look at this girl, she's attacking people.
I just got really fucked up a lot of times. So
It has a spiritual successor coming out soon.
Really?
Well, there's actually somebody in my channel is like, yo, you should play X Blades, and then you should play Blades of Time, and then this is the third one coming out. I was like, whoa,
What?
I didn't know this was a series.
I thought Blades of Time wasn't out yet.
No, yeah, Blades of Time is out. It's on Steam at least.
Really?
What
yeah,
the hell was
It's
that?
been out for a while.
What?
Or I've seen a picture of it on Steam for a while.
Mine equals one.
I didn't buy it, so I don't know the date on that one.
I
don't like everything else.
What?
Yeah, okay. Blades of Time is
but-
out.
Sweet.
Oh,
Hooray.
Great.
Check it out somewhere. It might be good
Coming soon.
or something. I don't know what kind of game it is.
Yeah, coming soon. Or it might-
It's like a
Yeah.
character action type game like
Okay.
God of War. I tried the demo a while ago, and it's okay. It has this kind of cool little rewind mechanic thing for when you're in the combat, and if you're
where you can kind of
messing
like
up too
if
bad.
you
You make me
die,
want
you
to play
can do the
DJ Hero.
Sands of Time kind of deal.
Had to say it in that voice.
Does it have like the rewind if you die? You
Wait,
go back,
did you
or
just
does
say
it
DJ Hero Sands of Time? Because I fucking think we need to make this.
You screwed up on that note. Rewind.
We're gonna stab people with these beats.
I play that. there's no doubt on that. Like, if I could stab people with music, I would totally play the shit out of that.
I feel like it'd be like really loud violin sounds.
Just dubstep, just hard
Oh, so
dubstep.
it's just gonna be crushing people. Spawn Raw. Anyway,
Oh my god.
can't discuss our secrets.
No, trade secrets.
Um,
Patent pen.
so is there anything other than Pokemon that you've played this weekend?
Just today came out the new Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers
Conquest?
2013 Conquest 2.
But wait, it's
this time
Pokemon.
it's personal.
Oh
The reconquesting card battle game.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Guy Den.
So how gory is this?
Is it?
So you
super
just said
good?
Gaiden. Even though I said that as you were saying Gaiden, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, but anyways, this year it came out on iPad, which that game is just as good as it is on iPad
Do you
as
know-
anywhere else, and it's totally portable and it's pretty incredible.
Can you go from like iPad to iPad so you can technically see each other's cards, but like not each? You see your own cards. But,
There's no pass and play.
But
There's no.
But is there like each on their own iPad or iPhone edition or version? Oh,
Yeah, but it's only 2 players.
Okay, that's not bad. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'd play it that way.
Yeah, I could play it that way.
That's literally the only feature that is lacking compared to the console versions, because the console can do up to 4.
Oh, okay. So they just didn't have the architecture put into the mobile one to be able to.
Do more than 2 people.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they just need to make a Cards Against Humanity iPad version, just 20
Oh,
players, pass play.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Shake that shit up.
Or
You don't
you-
know whose
you
cards
could-
it is.
You could even do it as
Well, no, because then you just pass it to the first player and it shows their cards, and it could be done.
no, but you could
No.
could also do like kind of like with Hero Academy, where everybody submits what they want, and then when the person
Yeah.
Oh,
finds
like
out
an
what it is-
asynchronous.
yeah, an asynchronous. So you can have like the person who's the judge pick which one they want, and then everybody else gets to see what all of them were, and the winner would pop up.
So imagine just playing 20
That's-
players, and then you all submit all of your things,
That'd
and
be
then
fucking amazing.
instead of picking, it just goes and goes like, "Hey, you guys are all terrible," and just deletes everything off your phone.
I buy that.
I'd buy that for my friends.
Yeah, I would too. I'd be like, I bought you an app. Here you
That's
I don't have it on mine because I like
that's
it
a
too
really
much.
good idea.
go. Yeah, man.
That'd be cool.
We should develop that.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, you learn the coding. I'll be the dude who's like, "Yo, you guys go out and buy this game because it is so good."
Rachel, you know more code than me.
I don't. Shut up.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, you do.
He just doesn't like it.
Patent pending.
This is code name for
Patent
something.
pending. Patent pending. Actually, I kind of really want to do that now.
Boom! Now we call
Yeah,
the
but
game
it's-
patent pending. Done.
I know some people who are actually in app development.
Ooh.
We could make this possible.
Yeah, but you'd have to talk to the Cards Against Humanity guys.
We can make
We
our
just-
own. It could be Cards with Humanity.
No, then
Not.
it has to be
So
all
you're
really
terrible
nice
people?
stuff.
You're all terribly good people.
You're terribly good people. What is a politically correct word
Ponies
for-
and sunshines.
Name
and
something you eat on an afternoon.
with your-
Vitamins.
Actually, that would be pretty funny.
Just a
too.
crazy, delightfully cheerful
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity clone.
Rosebuds. Rainbows.
What do you enjoy doing on a Sunday?
Unicrons.
Unicron.
Unicron.
Think of some alien robot unicorn.
I feel like we've been talking about nothing for a while here. What were we talking about? Duel of the Planeswalkers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
get
and
back
how
on
it's
track.
really great on iPad, and I kind of regressed back into a high school state. Be like, yo, new Pokemon came out, playing some Magic cards. This is great.
Do you want to tell your story about how you picked up Pokemon?
Oh yeah, okay. So Riccio and I went on lunch at work to
A nearby EB.
a nearby EB Games, but it's in a mall, and for some reason the mall was super packed with like.
To be
I
fair,
guess a bunch of
schools-
elementary
schools
school
out
kids?
last week for most schools.
Oh, was it?
Apparently.
So this is like
I thought
first
it
week
was-
of summer
or this
vacation?
is exam week.
No,
for-
this is exam week.
But I
for
mean,
high
these were
schoolers.
elementary kids, though.
Oh.
So then
I would
no
say it's
exams,
done.
so they're already
Yeah.
out.
That's.
I would say.
Um, But anyways, there was this group of like maybe 12 kids with maybe one of their parents, and they were all buying like they were each buying like an M-rated game. So one of them had Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, another one had GTA 4.
Call of Duty.
They each had one of the Modern Warfares, and I didn't see the rest, but they were all like they were really loud and they were really chatty. It was really obnoxious, and so I'm waiting in
So
this
you
like
hit
kind
them?
of
Did you
weird
hit them?
disjointed group line, and of course I'm there to get fucking Pokemon, right? So I go up to the guy, and there's 2 guys at the counter, and they look like they've been dealing with these kids for like the last half hour because there's more kind of scattered around the store with bags and
And they're
stuff,
running
so-
in. They're like, "Yo, I want this game too. I want this
yeah,
game."
and they're like all yapping at each other and stuff, and it's crazy. And so it gets up. He's like, "Okay, I'll help. Who's next in line?" And I walk up to him and I go, "Hey, did because I wasn't sure if it had come out on Monday or not."
yeah.
So I went, "Hey, did Pokemon Conquest come out recently?" And he's like, "Yeah, it came out yesterday." I was like, "Do you have any copies?" And he turns around. There's like 2 copies propped up against like some controller box or something. He's like, "Yeah, we have a couple." And I'm like, "Can I get that?" He's like, "You want Yeah, okay, sure."
Oh my
He
god,
was
the
just
guy.
ki-
The guy
he was just like in this like weird like I've had a bunch of like
N-rated
underage kids
games.
buying N-rated games all day.
Could you imagine?
I know this like fucking
if-
guy in like a nice like
dress shirt.
dress shirt and
yeah,
stuff
like,
walks in. It's like, "Hey,
Can I
you
get
want
Pokemon? Can I get that really like
Yeah.
nice little friendly game?
But could you imagine you being like, "Yo, do you have any copies of Pokemon?" And he's like, "Yeah, we got one right here." But he's like whispering it to you, and one kid's like, "Pokemon, Pokemon," and then they all start screaming like, "Oh my god!" And everybody just fucking wants a copy, and then he's like, hey, you know what?
He sold out of his like release day copies, and he'd just got 2 in a shipment that he unpacked like right before these kids rolled in.
Oh my god,
So-
that's lucky for you.
Yeah, I know.
That's so
I'm
proud.
pretty pleased with it.
That is amazing.
So would you say to skip to buy that instead of
Like 12.
Steel Battalion? Or?
Okay, do you want to talk about Steel Battalion?
I don't know.
I still kind of want to play that
Are
game.
we
but
done talking about Magic though? Or yeah, we already skipped away from that.
I mean, it's
It's
another
good?
Magic game. They added a new
So just
campaign with Plane Chase, which is that different format with like
Oh, yeah.
you
locations
played how
and
much
stuff.
of it though? Like a few minutes, pretty much.
I played for maybe an hour while you were setting up these
Okay.
new mics and stuff.
Is it like the old Magic, the older
Which one
Magic?
did you play?
I played the first one that came out on the Xbox.
The one that was just called Duels of the Planeswalkers
Yeah,
and didn't
so-
have a year on it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So-
is it similar to that when you
2009?
do a campaign and then you unlock a deck and there's different decks, or is it?
Yeah,
like
that's been the formula for
It's still that, like? It's
forever.
still like that?
But this time, instead of just kind of facing the same planeswalkers and their same decks over and over again, there's 10 new decks. First of all,
Okay. Do you get to bring in your old ones?
no.
Okay, that's fine.
I guess you
The
could.
idea is of these games, the idea of the card game is to release a new core set every year. So these games are using a lot of the cards that are going to be coming out in the 2013 core set to like give people a preview if they buy the game.
Okay.
So there's not really any new characters. There is kind of a deeper story this time.
Okay.
And they did add in between battling these planeswalkers to kind of make those battles more meaningful. These like encounters
Okay.
against kind of these like really like one strategy like bots basically. So they want to make the planeswalkers seem a lot smarter and
A lot more
varied in their
challenging.
strategies. Whereas these bots are like the first one that you can fight is like, yo, you encountered this hawk's nest, like they're just attacking you, and the only thing in this like bot's deck is planes and these like 1 mana 1/1 white flying hawks. That's it. So it's just a mana hawk every turn.
Wow.
And it's just like, okay, we're just keep attacking you with these things, and it's like, so you have to kind of like deal with this like really really specific, like would never actually happen in a real game because the card limit is 4.
So it's kind of like
strategy.
throwing a challenge mode level in between all
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
It's not really a challenge. It's just kind of figuring out how to deal with the strategy. I played one right before we started this. That was a guy that had 2 cards. One of them that would make you discard a card from your hand and from the top of your deck.
Okay.
Oh wow.
And then he'd play about 6 of those, and then he'd play a card called Rise to the Grave, which takes a creature card out of a graveyard and puts it under his control.
Okay.
So if you were discarding kind of big creatures, then he's just like, yo, that 12 mana thing, I'm going to take that. So that was his entire strategy, is like 5 turns of discarding cards and then a Rise to the Grave, which revived one of your cards. So that was it. That was his entire strategy, and he got me down to like 5 life until I killed the big creature that I had discarded out,
Oh,
and then
wow.
I was like, okay, great, well, he's beat now.
Bitch.
But yeah, it's interesting.
I was like the random bitch. Thanks, Devin. You just brought Duels of the Planeswalkers up to like a whole new level.
Yeah, I do what I can.
Everybody's
like,
for mature.
That was a good game. You just have like Devin across the room, bitch.
I'm just gonna follow you to tournaments if you do ever play Magic the Gathering tournaments. I'm just.
I
gonna
don't.
be
I don't
Gets
see
up all in
that's
his
that's why I
fucking
was really
face.
excited about this game.
big bow.
You flip his iPad, bitch.
Just flips the guy's like play mats. All of his cards go flying. Mine are still totally fine. It's like, who is this guy? I don't know him. He just kind of walks around, does this. Nothing to do with me. Just crushing you right there.
Smoke bombs it runs.
Dan, you won. How do you know my name? I've been stalking you.
But yeah, the reason I'm excited for Duels of the Planeswalkers every year is because I don't go out and actually play Magic anymore.
I'll
So
play
this is
with you.
kind of like, I have like
I've
5.
got like 6 or 7 decks.
Yeah, I have those left over, and I gave all my cards away that
I should
aren't
probably
like
do
those
that.
I
decks.
have like
Hey, you
100
wanna
or
buy my
200
deck?
cards of I don't know what somewhere.
I've got Digimon too.
I got Digimon and Pokemon.
Yeah, I have Pokemon, but I'm not.
Wait,
gonna
was
give
there
them
was another? Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh. And
Oh, I've got so many Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I don't have Yu-Gi-Oh cards
I
anymore.
got Crazy Bones.
You know what's funny is you know those like they're like gloves that you'd have, but they're made out of like cotton, and they like just fully form your hand.
Yeah.
I'd cut off my fingertips and then play Yu-Gi-Oh at school.
Are you serious?
Why?
I'd be like, yeah, dude. I got some
You're Yu-Gi-Oh, buddy.
flip my fucking fingers and shit.
I like Beyblades.
I had one of them until I
had-
don't like how they fly.
I had so many of them. Like
I had one.
I have a briefcase at home that is literally
See,
jammed with Beyblades.
I went Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblades, and then Magic started, and that's been it.
Oh, really?
Since,
I went
grade 4 or so.
I went Pogs,
Oh, Pogs.
then Crazy Bones,
Oh, Crazy Bones. Yeah, I got a lot of Crazy Bones.
then Pokemon, then
See, that's the
Digimon.
other thing. I never
Digimon.
actually had any Pokemon cards, but I would play with my brother because he would buy a lot of those.
oh man,
And then he got into Yu-Gi-Oh at the same time I did, and he got into Magic the same time I did. So it was a very strict progression to Magic, and then that was it.
Yeah. See, I kind of did all the phases, and I can remember for one of my birthdays, I asked for Digimon cards from all my friends, and every one of my friends bought me the standard starter pack. It was ridiculous.
So you had all those blue eyes. Oh, all the same one.
Yeah, they were. I think I got
Oh, Dark Magician.
I think a
I
very.
remember when we bought Yu-Gi-Oh cards, my brother would always buy the Kaiba decks, and I would
yeah.
always buy the Yu-Gi decks.
Yeah.
And we'd just play those. It was great. Yu-Gi-Oh was not terrible.
No,
No.
those are it's still actually really popular over in Japan.
It's totally different now, though.
Oh yeah, it's there's card games on motorcycles. There's they've got a whole series.
What's the new series called? Yu-Gi-Oh something DX
Yeah.
Extreme.
Yeah, DX Extreme.
Crazy.
It's where you put a
Techno
card
battle?
onto a Beyblade and you throw it into an arena
Fuck, I play
until
that
it
game.
gets torn to shreds, and then whoever dies, whoever's Beyblade impales you.
You
and paper
actually
cuts you
shoot
to
the
death.
Beyblade at another person that has to avoid it in another arena.
No, well,
So you're trying to control your
So
own
you're using-
Beyblade while avoiding the other player's Beyblade.
So you're using
Well,
a railgun to
that-
shoot these Beyblades?
no, that's if you play
Yeah,
the
that's
pansy
right.
version.
That
What
sounds
the
amazing.
The proper man version is to put your foot completely pants and shoeless and sockless into a tub, and then you throw a Beyblade with a card attached to it that's sharpened, and the first person to not lose their tendons and such can
Win.
run away.
And what do you call this rule variation?
It's the manly rule variation.
Usually you don't really have a name. You just roll up to the guy, you tap on the shoulder, and you go, "You want to play some?" Raw? And you just manly. And if he starts doing it too, he knows exactly what's up. It's down.
And then the bathtubs just appear, and you just put your foot in it.
They fall down from the sky.
Yeah.
Usually, if you do it timed whilst doing the and you flick your fingers or click
Oh,
your
yeah,
fingers,
yeah.
boom.
See, mine's
Tom?
covered in razor blades, so mine's pretty manly, and barbed wire.
That's
Yeah, so I play Magic.
That happened. That happened. Bitch.
Is that what we're gonna name this podcast?
So
Welcome to episode 21, bitch.
audio only, bitch.
Oh God.
Yeah, I guess we're done with what you've played for the week.
Well,
I want to say I played
you finished Lollipop Poppy Lop Chainsaw?
Poppy Lock.
Pop and Lock Chainsaw.
I'd like that variation.
It's a DDR version of killing zombies.
It's actually a chainsaw building simulator where you have to pop and lock pieces into place. It's for the Kinect. It uses that gunsmith tech.
Oh God! Oh no!
Actually, I want to throw this out there because we're gonna post this on YouTube as well. Still, even if it's the audio version. I saw a poster for a movie that was showing a DDR movie. Like, it was a dude dancing on a DDR mat, and it's like, it just got real. And it looked super serious. It was just a poster, but apparently it's a real movie coming out.
Really?
So I don't know if anybody knows the name for that, but
Oh my God!
let me know
In
because
the
I'm gonna try to look
comments.
for it.
In the comments.
But or it could have been a joke. I could have fell for it.
Yeah.
I could be a stupid head. But yeah.
I don't know. So we're done.
So
we're
Polly Pop and Lock,
pop and lock.
Pippi
Pop
Polly
and lock
Pop,
chainsaw.
Pippi Polly
Mary
Pop,
Poppins chainsaw.
Pippi Polly Pocket popping chainsaw, pill popping chainsaw.
So it's a Max Payne variation. It's just him doing slow-mo dives to zombies with a chainsaw.
I wouldn't want to slow mo dive with the chainsaw.
That would be an interesting mod. Max Payne 3 Undead Nightmare.
Oh my
Oh
god!
man, holy crap! Rockstar, get on that.
It just starts where it's normal people, and he takes one pill, and he's like, "Oh,
Just
that was a bottle of ecstasy, wasn't it?
Max Payne dropping acid.
It's time to go."
My planet needs me.
It's like Passos looks at you, and he's like, "Bro, bro."
Bro,
And
did I
it's
ever
like,
tell you the definition of insanity?
Speaking of definition of insanity, I totally pre-ordered Far Cry 3 today.
Did you say pre-orchard?
Pre-ordered. I got dysentery from this.
I planted some Far Cries, and soon they're going to grow into 2s, but I have to wait to harvest them until they're 3s.
Yeah, they ripen, then they hit the 3 point.
You got to water them first. It's my rule. If you didn't water them, then you have to say, "What are you doing?" And then you just fucked up.
No, see, if you water them a little, they're Far Cry, and then if you don't water them at all, they kind of dry out and turn into Far Cry 2
with all the fire.
But then if you water them some more, you get all this extra water in the map, and then it's Far Cry 3. So you have to overwater your Far Cry plants.
So if you don't water it,
No,
it's a
you have
freaking
to
bad
starve
idea.
them for a little bit, though. You have to starve them with water.
Hey, did you hear that?
What?
If you don't water them, it's a freaking bad idea. Oh. Puns. Anyway.
That was terrible.
So excited for Far Cry 3.
It's going to be amazing.
So what else did you see? Okay, did you mention anything about Lollipop Chainsaw? We keep cutting you off. I forget.
I don't...
You beat it?
I beat that game.
What'd you
I got
think
like
of
the
it?
bad ending or whatever. Yeah, okay.
There started being actual twists at the end of that game. I won't say, but there was like, yo, this is happening. I was like, whoa, this game just got a story.
That's
but
awesome.
I feel like that game could have been a couple chapters longer.
Yeah, it could have. The cut to the final boss
I think
area,
that game kind of definitely peaks at a certain point, and then you're just kind of like,
did
this stuff is happening.
Did you go back and play any levels after you beat it?
No.
I highly recommend trying it, especially after you've unlocked a lot of moves.
I had the intent to do it, but then I started playing something else, and that was the other thing I wanted to talk about, but now I can't remember what that was.
Was it
Did you get
something
your
on console?
achievement for Mass Effect?
Yeah, I talked about that last week.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Was it you guys getting all addicted to Plague Inc? And I know we mentioned that last
Oh
podcast.
God! Holy shit!
I'm okay. We can talk about Plague Inc. I'm just gonna look up on Raptor if
What you played?
Yeah.
I think we talked about Plague Inc last time, did we?
Barely.
So
So Dustin hadn't played it. We
Okay.
didn't.
So it's an iPhone game where you take over the world slowly.
Slowly, holy shit! I can do it.
Or
really
fast, depending on whatever. There's 7 different.
Slowly if you're bad.
Yeah, there's 7 different seven
That's a
different.
lot.
So I've got them up here. So there's different plague types.
Yeah,
You've
plague
got
types.
Bacteria, virus, fungus, parasite, prion, nanovirus, and bioweapon.
So that's insane.
And the hardest one that I had to beat it with was actually fungus.
Yeah, that's the one I just about to finish.
Oh, fungus is...
Yeah.
I unlocked them all without actually buying it because I got retardedly addicted to it, so I was playing until like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
I still haven't beat Virus.
So just to explain what the game is, when you start up, you're presented to a map of the world, and you pick where you want your virus to start spreading or your plague, and
you have to evolve it based off specific things. Like I always found that green.
But what are the 3? There's,
I remember that. Okay.
There's
I found the thing I wanted
there's
to find.
transport, there's symptoms, and there's abilities. So you can choose how if you want to be airborne, if you want to be transported through like blood or birds or livestock or water.
Yeah, there's rats as well.
Rats. And then there's like you can either choose to have it add symptoms like coughing, nosebleeds, or not nosebleeds, vomiting, diarrhea, sweating, like all this crazy shit.
And each one has increases your infectivity, your severity, and your lethality.
So they all have stats to it, and then the final tab is just
abilities
to like
specific.
protect you and not protect you, but make it so when research starts, it's harder for scientists to figure out what the cure is, or to survive in different climates.
I was
there's 4 in that abilities tab, and the 4th ability is always disease specific.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the bacteria one I think is more
it's
survivability.
It's resilience.
Yeah.
The virus one is it fragments,
mutates
quicker.
faster.
Yeah.
I can remember the nanotechnology one. It's that one's a really twisted way of doing it.
Yeah, I want to try it. I want to try that one.
The cure actually starts the second you infect.
Oh.
And so it's like a really intense race. So you actually want to do it in a really populated area. Because you want those evolution points really quickly. Before
you enter it, so what you do is you pick an area where it starts, and you have to choose with all those things how it's going to spread, how it's going to get around, and that's to slowly infect the entire world. And the whole point of the game is to kill everybody off on the planet before they cure it, or before they cure it, or before you end up killing too many people that it can't spread anymore. I guess.
Yeah. Which, in that case, I always got screwed over by Greenland in every single match that I lost. Because he would always shut off its borders, and
then there's no way to get in.
Yeah, there's no way to get there, and birds won't fly over that far, and you can't really get a rat to swim it. So always screwed me over. And I think I had a stint on when I was playing Virus on 14 tries where no matter what I did, Greenland would never get infected, and I'd infect boat ones really close to it, and.
The problem with starting in Greenland too is that it's hard to get out of there.
Oh yeah, it's really ass to get out of there. But that second where you get the whole world infected and there's no
Did we even say what
severity
this is for?
Yeah, iPhone.
iPhone.
Oh yeah, iPhone. It's 99 cents.
Yeah, well,
Mention.
right now,
Yeah.
I think it was $1.99 before.
Yeah.
I think it's it's on some sort of special sale.
I wonder
or
if
They had 3 million
the
sales.
reason I ended up downloading it is I think, like I said last podcast, it was doing better than Angry Birds. So
It's
that's
top
pretty
right now, I think.
I think last time I checked, it was 4 down.
Fact check.
it's
But,
number 5 right now.
5, okay. But anyway,
It's one of those games where you don't really think it's going to be as addictive as it is.
it looks super passive, but you're constantly doing
yeah,
shit.
and-
You're like, oh, I'll set the phone down for. Oh no, I just want to.
Yeah. Oh, did I miss evolution points? Like
Yeah.
shit. And like the fact that you can play it like I usually play at 2 times speed
Yeah.
just
same.
because it goes
Yeah,
quicker.
that's what
Same.
Riccio said. He barely plays normal speed.
Yeah,
Um,
I played one match at normal speed and was like, oh my god, this takes forever.
I had this really morbid sense of like awesome but badness. That's a terrible ways to describe it. But like at the end, whenever you almost have everybody infected, it's like, oh, the entire humanity has been infected. You're like, okay, it's
It
not
was
too bad.
awful.
But then awful.
Yeah,
And-
awesome and awful.
Yeah. So and then once you start killing everybody off and you're down to like the last few thousand, it's just like humanity is almost extinct.
Yeah,
The
and-
final people realize that they're the last ones alive and that everything's about to end soon. You're just
It
like,
keeps giving you messages about this stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's that one message where it's like everybody is about to die and they know like it's it, and I'm just like, oh wow, what have I done?
I'm not
Yes,
gonna lie
I
to you,
won. No.
the best feeling ever.
New virus. Let's do it again.
The best thing I ever did was with the virus plague.
Yeah.
I managed to infect the whole world without them even starting a
Yeah, if
cure.
you don't give any symptoms.
I was just like,
I did that with
and
fungi.
then I ended up with like, I think the max you can get of evolution points is 100.
Yeah.
So I had 100 evolution points, and I just like pumped them all into the deadliest stuff I could.
Yeah.
And then by the time,
When it says, "Oh, your first death happened,"
yeah,
you
but
look at the counter.
I like by the time the cure was started,
Yeah.
like it got to 10%, and the world was just destroyed. I was
Well,
just like,
if you look at the number, I think the first, like when I did it with fungus, when I switched it to like kill mode, I guess if you want to call it,
Mhm.
I was like, hey, the first death happened. And look at the bottom, it's like, yo, that just killed like 1.7 million people. Which one was the first death, and
Yeah.
how can you tell that's Canada or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah, yeah.
I always start in Canada. I'm terrible.
I actually I found that I started in Egypt a couple of times with a couple
Huh.
of different ones because it's got a,
Africa's really easy to spread around.
oh man, it just goes like wildfire.
I feel like this is almost borderline racist. Like, yo, that place is really easy in fact.
No, but I also started the first.
It's
one
a
where-
mechanic of the game,
Yeah.
okay?
The first one that I ever started was in Italy,
Yeah.
and it was the first match I ever
Oh,
played.
is that really? We're going
And
there.
I'm not even kidding you. That's the exact reason why
Thanks.
I did it.
Over
Oh.
lunch, me and Riccio
Must
started a
almost spoil
game,
the
and I
game for
named
you.
my disease Riccio.
Oh man, I named mine after Scott, who was the guy on the first like podcast.
Yeah.
And so
Oh, he was on
everyone,
a test one.
Well,
oh,
test
sorry,
one,
on the
test
test one. But every time I like start a new one, it's like Scott version 1.3, 1.4,
Oh my God.
1.5, and like I text him, I'm like, yeah, you killed the world again. He's like, really, you gonna keep telling me this? You're depressing
It
me.
keeps happening.
Yeah, so it's
The
Yeah.
one that I did with Riccio, I was taking screenshots the whole time, so I could
Yeah.
probably put those up in some sort of online album at some point.
Ricio's infected the London Olympics.
Yeah,
Like,
but
oh,
I
great.
only screenshotted the ones that were like,
slowly taking
This
over the
sounds
world. I'm like,
really
yo, it's just
funny.
like my broadcast. No.
yeah, it's that kind of idea.
Oh,
And I thought it was really funny.
that's awesome.
And I ended up winning that one with
Really?
Riccio's help, so
Nice.
he destroyed the whole world.
That's good.
Speaking of random games that you shouldn't be playing because there are bigger releases out there that are awesome, I started playing this browser game,
What's it called again?
Neflaria.
What's-
Neflaria.com. It's literally, dude, when you're playing, there's like it's like, hey, we've reached
All I
a new-
remember is that iPad shortcut, Neflaria,
Yeah.
among men.
among men. Yeah, it has a different subtitle now, but
Oh, okay.
it among anyway. No. What was I saying? No, it's like, hey, we reached a new high of people online today. We're at 60. I'm like, oh, good. But literally, it's
That
a game.
sounds awesome.
If you don't like Eve's Dropbox stuff, this game is like, yo, you can attack things in this Dropbox, and then you can hit go, and then you hit go, and it's like, hey, you can either click this button that says attack or magic. And that's it.
That's seriously it.
Dropbox click, Dropbox click, Dropbox click, and that's it. And I
Wow,
played that for hours
that's actually intense.
because there's a chat.
You were level
Really?
200.
There's a chat.
I'm level 200. I started yesterday. That's probably like 3 or 4 hours of play.
Really?
I don't know.
Holy
I don't
crap.
know why. I do it on my lunch break and stuff. So,
That's ridiculous.
but yeah,
Speaking of games I should not play,
what's up?
I started WoW again.
Ooh, you dropped Eve. I just came back to it.
I dropped Eve, and then I started.
What does that even mean? Are you gonna play the Dust 514 beta at least?
Yes. Yes, I will. I totally will.
Man, if someone here were in it, that'd be pretty
Shut
awesome.
up, Riccio.
No, you can't say it. It's NDA.
Oh.
How do you know there's an
Probably
NDA on
I've heard that people
I've been playing
silly.
shit, bitch. No, I started playing WoW again, and I realized why it was so addictive before, but it doesn't have its hooks in me like it did before. I don't have the time to raid, which is kind of the end game goal of it. But I started.
I hear that game is like all a grind to the point where you play raids. That game has always been totally pointless to me. I don't.
It's all about the numbers. That's as simple as that. It's all about the numbers, with a nice interface over top of it. It is all
Nice
about the numbers.
fantasy interface.
Yeah, no, it seriously is.
So what you're
Okay,
saying is Neflaria is WoW. It's just WoW has
simplified.
a GUI.
Yeah, no, that is honestly.
I don't like it gooey, to be honest. I like it nice and hard edges.
But like, so I decided that I was gonna start a a new character on a realm, because most of the characters that I have are on one realm, and I've got like 190,000 gold spread across all these characters, which is an insane amount. So I started one on a completely different server without any backing of gold and anything like that, and it is retardedly hard, and I hate it. So I'm obviously playing a lot of it.
You should
Yeah, that's good.
Probably
you should
stop.
start a hardcore character in WoW.
I don't.
Yo, if it dies.
Yeah, if I die, then like
How
Delete your-
devastating
delete your
would
own
that
character.
be?
Delete your own character. Go.
So I found out that other game that I played.
Oh,
yeah,
was
what
it?
was it?
I bought Spore.
Oh,
Wait,
I
Spore
love that
or
game.
Dark Spore?
Spore.
Oh, did you buy Dark Spore?
No.
Oh,
I love Spore. Spore was just.
I was mildly interested. Shut up. That game is like a 20 on Metacritic.
Yeah, no, but I still bought it anyway. You
God,
bought
bro.
Spore on the Steam sale. I'm
Yeah,
not
it
sure.
was
Did
a part of that Dark Spore Steam
But I mean,
sale.
did it come with the expansions and all that shit?
Yeah,
'Cause,
it was-
fuck,
it was
I should have bought it. 'cause
$10
I have the original
$10
Spore.
for
I only
everything.
have original too, and I've got the creator or parts pack or some whatever. The hell
That being said, I sound really excited for it.
It had
but
Spore, the parts pack, and Galactic Adventures for $10.
fuck right the hell off, really?
just gonna
Yeah.
say it. Just gonna say it. If you haven't tried Spore yet, Dan, it is a fun game.
I just said I played it.
Yeah, but how much did you play?
I'm in the creature phase.
Exactly. So
okay.
what I'm saying is that the the phases prior to getting to the last one, or before you get prior, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
before that.
Before getting to the last one, are all like super quick and kind of go by unless you want to spend a lot of time in them.
That creature one has
But-
really dragged because I'm an herbivore, so I have to
Oh, yeah, you're
charm
fucked. That's-
people or whatever.
Yeah, you're
and it's like, okay, so you're doing really well, and okay, so he's gonna dance. So I'm gonna press 2, and then he's gonna do his charm thing. So I'm gonna press 3. Then he's gonna sing. So I'm gonna press 1, and then he's gonna do this thing that I've never ever seen before. So great, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm leaving because he's gonna hit me otherwise.
But the real meat and potatoes of this game is
It's
the
the
last.
it's
The
the
galaxy
galaxy.
thing.
So what you're saying is I should play it like once up to the Galaxy
Yeah.
phase,
Oh, yeah,
and then
but-
never boot up Spore again. Just play Galactic Adventures.
for sure.
Well,
yeah,
I
kinda.
guess so. But the galaxy is actually built into the game. The Galactic Adventures adds more content to that, but it becomes World of Warcraft kind of in space. Not World of
yeah,
Warcraft, but like just explore quest,
Yeah.
explore quest, explore
And
quest.
does the universe doesn't end or something like
No,
that?
it doesn't. It's
Yeah,
it's a really cool thing. It's actually a
The
lot
main
of fun,
reason why
but
I
it's-
bought it and played it is because I never did
Yeah.
back in
I-
the day.
I played
it
a
came
lot
back
of
in
it.
2008, and
played so
I
much.
didn't have a computer then.
Really?
So
Holy shit, I was on my like 7th.
I only owned a computer in late 2009.
What?
It's crazy.
What? No.
Hey, at least
Just-
he didn't
But
go
anyways,
buying
I-
Alienware as his first one.
Ah, fuck it. If you're that-
I missed out on it.
But,
And
no.
I feel like that was a part of like that's just in gaming culture. Everyone knows what
it was in
Spore
culture
is.
to be like, yo, that shit's gonna be crazy, and it came out. I was like, that was bad. But
Yeah, that was
going through
really
it once. Going through it once is worthwhile.
Oh yeah.
To
and
just
for $10,
yeah.
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 Well, $10. I
Well, you could've-
played.
you
I
could've-
played enough to get.
I bought it and I showed my girlfriend. And I was like, oh, I was all excited. I was like, I'm actually gonna play Spore, and she's like, good luck having no fun.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
could
I
have
was
had
like, thanks for.
you could have had fun with Riccio for $5 on Darkspore.
Oh, that's not worth
Okay,
Please.
I swear to God, it's like a 20 on Metacritic
It-
on the
it-
Steam
no, it-
page.
it
It's like, I
most
was like,
likely
no,
is like
I don't
20 on
want it.
Metacritic.
Like,
if my keyboard wasn't made of shotguns, I'd check
and
it
it
out.
looked the like gameplay trailer looked like a really shitty Diablo.
Oh, it really is.
It
Like,
kind of is, but it's got
horrible,
spores. Yeah, but you can make your own dudes. You can be like, yo, well, you kind of make your own dudes. You can be like, yo, I'm going to give you armor, which is this shell stuff that you make your arms and stuff. It's cool.
I already do that in Spore.
Yeah, but it's like the creature mode, but
look,
advanced.
I already don't play Diablo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. You should play Diablo.
Honestly,
You're right.
Now
I
that it's apparently worse.
Yeah, they nerfed the attack speed or something like that, and they also.
I don't even fucking know what that means. I'm just I'm clicking on stuff.
It's the rate at which you attack.
I'm a wizard.
No, so what would happen, Dan, is let's say you're an Inferno or something. So you're level 60, and your attack, your damage number.
I am
is like,
level.
And I'm just
8.
hold on. So say you got your damage, and it's like it's really noticeable in the early ages as well, and early levels, stages, whatever. But later on, let's say you got like 20k DPS or whatever, and you add attack speed, which is like 10%. It would fucking bring it up to like 30 or 40, like it almost double it.
It would.
Because everything is calculated in damage per second, and 15 and 20% faster is ridiculous, and you could have 2 rings with 15%, and it would make it insane. So
I picked up daggers and stuff with my wizard, and that's what I've been using.
Yeah.
Because she just shoots the fireballs like.
Yeah, so they nerf like that kind of stuff, which people have been using to get their DPS up to ridiculous levels.
Which obviously drove everyone nuts.
What the fuck is? Why are they like? Is this all just like is the campaign and like everything just some sort of grand beta for whenever the PvP comes out?
I guess.
I wouldn't say it's a grand beta. I mean, they made it into like a World of Warcraft kind of like figure out the ways to get through the game, and people were quote unquote exploiting the thing by getting ridiculous damage numbers. So like we didn't intend that. We're gonna take it back.
Yeah.
The most annoying thing though what they did, I know we're jumping right into this randomly, but they patched the amount that you had to pay to repair your weapons by, I think people I talked to said it's roughly 7 times more. So
Holy
dying in
shit.
Inferno is bringing up your gold to pay like 15 grand. So, and you die a lot. Like, I've won against packs of champion mobs and died like 15, 20 times before I've taken them out. And pretty much that's like going into Inferno, trying that, failing, and then just quitting because you don't have money to repair anymore. So, that's what I've been hearing. Actually, a buddy of mine just fucking fully uninstalled the entire game. He's like, I don't have gold.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So,
and
this
is why I'm glad I did not purchase it.
I'm still gonna play because it's still really good, and they're gonna change stuff constantly.
Don't get me wrong. It's gonna constantly evolve, and it's gonna be great, and it's gonna be amazing. But
it's gonna go on Christmas sale for $30.
Exactly.
That's when you'll get it.
And then
speaking of money, now that they have the Real Money auction house, my buddy actually put a weapon up for like $30. Like, no one's gonna buy this, and then his PayPal now has $30 in it.
What?
And people have been selling stuff for stupid money, like $90, $100.
Everything's gonna even out.
I feel like the way to make money in that auction house is not what people are like setting it at like the max 250 or whatever it is. It's like putting
$1.50, $1.50.
No, not even. Well, $1.50 is gonna sell it instantly. Yes, you'll make $1.50. But some people, if you put it within,
it's like the
under
$2 to $5 range.
But no, under 100 still seems to sell because there's a lot of people out there who think about it and they're like, if this means that I don't have to grind for like 10, 15 hours to hope to get this weapon or to get like 20 million gold to buy it that way, then I'll freaking drop 50, 60 bucks. I'm not the type of person who does that, but there's a lot of people out there who are.
Yeah, but at the same time, like,
it's interesting because it's creating a player-driven
economy,
free-to-play model.
Which is, which is exactly the way. It's the next evolution up from the World of Warcraft model, which makes perfect sense. Where you pay a monthly subscription instead of now, Blizzard gets the taste off the top for the real money auction house, which a lot of people are going to use because you can sell gold on it now.
Yeah, well, you can always.
But you sell chunks of like 100,000 or something like that.
Now, I can't really fully go on by saying this because I don't know myself, but apparently they also in the patch tweaked the amount of gold you could get from barrels as well as gold you could get from the treasure goblins. There's now less of those, so it's even harder to get drops or money.
I hate those.
So now
things,
people.
So whatever.
Yeah, but the thing is, the reason is now that there's less of that, it's harder to find drops. So now more people are going to go to the auction house to find items, which means more people spend more money.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're kind of.
You know what?
So
if Blizzard had launched the game this way, nobody would have fucking complained.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. But then they would have had to push back the launch.
Yeah.
Like, and they would have had to. How do you beta?
People are going to complain either way.
But how do you beta a money auction house that uses real money?
You can't.
No, that's why they're just like, guys, just go.
Just go for it. Like they're gonna. That's the only way that they could have done it. Would have been just kind of go live, go for it.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
Either way, it seems to be working. There's a lot of people complaining, but there's also a lot of people enjoying it. A lot of people spending money into it. A lot of people selling weapons and then using that money to buy more weapons and then sell. Like, so a lot of people get like an initial.
So the money's basically staying.
It stays in it, or you can choose to put it in your PayPal. If you put it in your PayPal, there's an extra like 20% that gets taken away from PayPal because they do that stupid transfer thing.
Yeah.
If you keep it in your account, it's only 15%.
You know what? Who cares? You're making money from digital
Yeah,
goods.
so that's
Yeah,
sick.
know.
I mean, if you're the type of person who is really having fun with Diablo right now and you're constantly playing a lot, if you have the chance of getting a really sick drop and then selling it for, I don't know, $20-$30 or something or more.
What if
pays
some
for half the
people are
game.
living off Diablo right now?
I don't know
Well,
if you can make it a steady income because you'd have to.
What if there are
constantly
some
find-
people selling those $250 items? All they have to do is sell
It's happening. It's probably
for
happening.
a month.
Yeah, but the thing
No,
is,
that
you have to put the initial time to actually find those drops, or
Which is insane.
buy
If you
the-
put in 9 to 5,
Yeah.
Monday to Friday,
Yeah.
playing that game,
Yeah, you could do it.
It depends because
You
now
could
that
do it,
they've
not a
nerfed
problem
some
at all.
drop stuff, it might be harder. But one thing that they also did is when you hit level 60, every time you kill a champion mob, you get more magic find, and now magic find isn't applied to chests and stuff. So the major
okay.
ways, like the major ways to get items, has now been apparently nerfed
So,
insanely. So
that's going to put a stress on the economy.
yeah, so maybe
It's
they're
gonna be
trying to
paying a lot.
make it away, take it away from people being able to live off it. But I don't know.
Well,
We'll see
even-
what happens from it. This is all still like 2 weeks old of the auction house, so a lot of shit is still setting itself up.
There's going to be a lot of fluctuation for probably a month or two before everything evens out and the economy hits a nice even pace. And then they'll patch it again. It'll fluctuate. People will make lots of money, or people will lose a lot of money, and then it'll even out again.
And then it's just going to become Steam, and you can just start buying Blizzard games using the money.
Actually,
and then
you can.
Yeah,
That
I
is-
know. You can actually get it
you
on
can
when you put it on
buy all
your
of the-
Battle.net wallet.
Yeah. and
But I
you
mean,
can,
I didn't want to say Blizzard games. You could just buy like any game. Just start.
turn it into
That'd be cool.
another.
Just
another Steam.
Blizzard,
Dude, I would
Blizzard
totally
and Valve are going to join forces.
No, I would
Holy
totally
shit.
sell. I would totally sell some.
So you have Steam trading with the Diablo auction house.
Oh my god.
And like the WoW auction house.
That'd be
and,
fucking-
Yo, I'll
like-
trade you this hat for this fucking legendary. Oh, sweet man.
yeah, imagine
Actually,
That'd be cool.
That
That'd be
would
really cool.
Insane. That would.
with Dota 2 coming out and everything,
Not
it's
dependent.
actually like
Yeah.
secretly a collaboration
Well,
between Blizzard and Valve.
yeah.
That's the big thing.
Wasn't Blizzard and Valve talking or something like that?
So
They were
you're telling me
arguing.
that whenever I go and finally pick up Half-Life 3 when it does come out, you're gonna walk up to the first gun you find and it's gonna be like, yo, this is just a common pistol, but over there is a legendary one.
If they put looting into Half-Life,
I'm
you
gonna
know
be
that would be
pissed.
crazy.
or
Yeah,
you shoot a guy in the face and like a box pops out of it and you pick it up and it's like, hey, Gordon's now wearing a hat.
Oh my god!
You want a different hat?
You need to buy a key to unlock this chest.
You now have Dolce and Gabbana headphones. Wow, glasses.
Yeah,
I wear.
Dolce and Gabbana glasses, and you've got a designer Calvin Klein crowbar,
Ooh, hey, look, this is underwear. You can't see it.
but it's there.
It's there. It's golden.
Bitch.
That would suck. Actually, I'd probably hate Half-Life.
Yeah, that just reminds me of the before the E3, the joke that was going around how like Gabe Newell would just walk out, show a whole bunch of like CS Go footage, and then the lights would cut out and the screen would go all flickering, and show like Half-Life footage, and then all the lights would cut out again, and like Gabe Newell would try and disappear, but he's stuck in a trap door.
Oh my god.
It's like somebody animated a GIF out of that too, like
my God.
really shittily like rage comic style.
Nice.
It was pretty amazing. I laughed
Nice.
really hard.
Oh, Gabe.
Oh, Gabe Newell. I'm finding his face in like random spots, like like how Reddit
Paste them everywhere.
paste him everywhere.
Yeah.
I was in Bayshore and some kid had I guess stuck a sticker of Gabe Newell's face, like his angry one, on an exit sign.
Oh my god.
That is now the most exciting part of Bayshore Shopping Center.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's like stuck up there. I don't know if it's still there, but
Right now they know it's a shopping center.
What the?
It could have been like a beach.
Bayshore,
You're always hanging out at a
a
beach.
really shitty.
It doesn't.
beach.
It brings context to his story.
Sand. Yeah, no, I'm just messing with you.
Sand.
Why can't we all just be happy? Anyway.
So I play StarCraft.
Oh,
Did you
no
actually?
way.
Yeah, no.
Solo campaign or
Oh no.
have you ever played the campaign?
Yeah, I played the
Okay,
campaign.
good. Good.
I beat the campaign.
Good.
No,
Man,
we-
the moratorium for spoilers on that went away like the second they were like, "Yo, Heartless Swarm's coming out. Look at this trailer." This talks about the ending. Great.
Well, she's anyway.
No,
No, they
they
didn't
spoiled
fully
it.
spoil it. They actually did not spoil it
I don't know.
because the footage they showed still. Anyway, I don't want to even explain what
Yeah.
they showed. But
Well, anyways, so kind of like a birthday thing. I had a LAN party with a couple of friends, and we played StarCraft, and we got
And
cheese.
you didn't invite us.
you didn't invite the best StarCraft player in the world.
I didn't.
I think that was by design.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
I'm also not the best.
I thought you guys were busy. But anyways,
What's that supposed to mean?
we got cheese.
Oh yeah, that night, Dan.
We got cheesed ridiculously. Like it
Oh, we got cheese too. Anyway,
It was it was on. I can't remember what map it was, but it was one of the bigger three maps,
Okay.
and we didn't scout originally.
yeah. I
so
still know.
Were
if
you
I
guys
have
playing
this map.
online?
Yeah, we were playing online,
Okay,
and what ended up happening was when we finally when it broke out, there was creep, and it was just outside our base. and we didn't understand.
You literally didn't leave your
Super
base.
creep.
Like
Super
they
creepy.
creeped across the whole thing, and we were playing against 3 Zerg, and
Oh.
all they did was build queens. That was the only unit.
That is
built.
actually devastating, depending on what you have.
No, and it was insane because I had tried doing siege tanks to range and take out the spores and everything like that, and this guy was really good. And what he would do is he'd just drop queens on my siege tanks. And I'm like trying to like unsiege and take them out, and he's having none of that. And we ended up getting shit kicked by like
Jeez.
3 players that all they built was queens.
Yeah, they can all transfuse and stuff. So I can
Yeah,
see
no,
that.
and it was like the second you hit one, if it didn't die instantly, it was originally like it was automatically healed back up. It was, I couldn't even comprehend how quick it was.
I haven't played StarCraft in like 2 months. I should probably get back into that.
I don't know if they like changed or like patched queens or something like that to make them more viable. But
I don't even know. I should probably check the latest patch
I
notes.
usually I follow StarCraft on Twitter, so I see the like
patch note. You see, the
Is
patch
it
note?
bad
the
that I
patch
follow?
notes and stuff as they post them, and I haven't seen any balance patches for a while. So.
Okay.
But it drove like I was so angry when I realized what had happened. There was the fact that the match went on for like
jeez.
the match went on for
No.
like 40 minutes, and like we had just hunkered down and tried to like break out a couple of
Usually, if
times.
you're still in your original base in 40 minutes,
No,
live,
we had
you should
expanded
you should
out.
Just quit.
We'd expand. No,
If you don't have like 3 expansions, by default, you should
Just
skip.
uninstall the
Just get
game.
the fuck
Just-
out.
yeah, no, we
F10N, dude. F10N. That's the surrender button.
Yeah, I know.
When you're a pro and when you know that the game's over and you're good at hitting that button and you're not one of those people, it's like, yo, okay, time to lift our fucking command center.
Oh, you mean like me?
Yeah,
No,
that's directly what I was talking about.
No, we quit out of it. We GG'd.
You
the
better
guys,
tech to air.
The guys
'cause
were laughing.
I'm hiding in the corner.
Wait, did you only GG or was it like, fuck you guys, GG,
No, we were like,
bitch?
we were like, this is the most random cheese we've ever seen. Like, kudos to you. And the guys were like, yeah, we just tried it. We're like, oh,
Reminds me that me and you, Devin, when they fucking walled us in, they're like, yo, it's the best cheese ever. If you can break through this one tank, okay, done. You guys win. We quit.
yeah. Like, I was so fucking frustrated at that
It
though.
was awesome.
Oh my god, I'm so angry.
But, man, I gotta get back into StarCraft.
no, I found it to be really fun. I kind of want to play more of it. Dan, do you want to play with me? Because I hate playing with Riccio.
We'll see.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you hate winning.
Yeah.
You like
no,
hate
well, the
winning?
new season's out.
I see you hate
The
victory.
seasons restart every month now, though.
Yeah. So we could actually play.
I
queues
have
again.
to do my placement matches for 1v1 to get placed in gold and then never play again.
Yeah.
So just you gotta
But
let me do
we,
that first.
we could play again, Riccio.
If we do one match, we get put back into whatever division we
Oh, really?
unless we fail it, in which we might go to a lower one, but
Let's fail it. Let's do that.
we can try.
That'd be really fun.
Anything else you played?
I don't know.
sorry.
I kind of have to get my
Oh.
PC gaming setup like back together.
Oh,
you need a table. You need a fucking.
Did you disassemble it?
Well, I got a new couch
Oh.
from where I work.
one that
'cause-
doesn't fall back.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, you're using your computer chair.
Oh.
No, Liz has that. I'm using the couch.
Oh.
But it's kind of a little higher than where my mouse is, so I kind of need to find some way to like raise that
Ooh.
up.
I'm gonna
Okay.
buy you a
like-
lap desk.
Yeah, you know that's.
Did you mean to
that's the
say
other
laptop? Laptop? Great. No, it's okay. I can't talk.
No, a lap desk. It's like that thing that old people use.
Oh my god, the slide's like near the chair and it goes.
Yeah, no, not that.
See,
It-
that's
it
the
sits
thing
on your
that's
lap.
actually like
It sits
that's
on your lap
a pretty
and-
viable idea for.
Yeah, and
fixing
then I'm
my
gonna call you
situation.
Gramps.
Okay.
Hey, Gramps. How you doing? What brings you here?
Danny Gramps.
Or just passing through.
God,
That
you
was a
sound like
great.
you're
That was
dead.
good. I
You
could. That
sound
was
like
fully
you're-
believable.
You're decrepit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, can I put
Totally
you back in the
dying.
home?
Jesus. I feel like we just got really like
Anyway,
somebody's gonna be like 80 listening to this at some
They're
point.
gonna be
and
like, damn
"These
kid.
fucking goddamn kids.
Goddamn
They
kids.
don't understand.
young whippersnappers.
You damn whippersnappers. Get off my lawn.
Whip snap.
What the?
Anything else you played, Devin?
I finished Max Payne 3.
Nice.
And
Thank
it's
God.
Fucking,
Don't talk about the ending, but it's good.
I replayed the ending 3 times.
I bought the Rockstar Pass,
Oh, really?
so it was $20 on Green Man.
Oh, man. It was so good.
I am not an affiliate.
I bought Xbox Live just for that game.
Really?
Yeah, no.
That multiplayer is crazy.
It is
It's
crazy.
fucking insane, and I love it. And I know we've talked about it,
So much.
but it's my game of the year for sure. Like,
Really? Yeah.
oh, truly.
We're only halfway through the year, Riccio.
But
yeah.
it's just.
No, it did exactly what it was. It was awesome, and then it's already like, okay, that's done. Let's go somewhere
Yeah,
else.
but you always are like, "Okay, it's done."
Yay, nay, yay. Yeah.
You always do that though, so it's
The game has to really like.
What are your Game of the Year nominees so far, Riccio?
Man, mine's currently this week would be like Daisy is just fucking.
yeah.
winning.
Yeah, well, let's talk about your DC. You said you had a fucking insane story that would make me buy it. Which
All right, so Devin and I
Okay.
are gonna buckle down for like 20 minutes
Yeah.
while Riccio tells this story.
I'm gonna try. First,
you,
I'm gonna
have you heard
explain.
this yet, Devin?
nah,
I'm not gonna be able to tell it as good as it was because I was so excited to tell you, Dan. But no. So first of all, to anybody thinking of getting Daisy,
First, explain it again, because
well, okay. So Daisy is a mod for Arma 2. To get it though, you need to have Arma 2 and Arma 2 combined. Not a combined number. You need Operation something like the expansion.
Like Firefall?
No, it's a armored whatever. I don't know. It's a something, and then so usually you have to buy combined operations, which is both of them, which is $29. And to unless it's on sale somewhere, in which case go for it. But to anybody, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, should I spend the $29 for a mod? Like, I'm not sure. So my what I would say to that would be that if you're not into getting into a game like Call of Duty and just going and shooting people and just getting stuff done instantly, like go, you're gonna hate the shit of this game if you like that. If you're into the slow kind of
like stalker pace,
stalker pace, or there's no story, but yeah, just exploring and kind of just
I love
not
that.
role playing, but just getting immersed into a world. Get this, it is the most fucked up thing I've ever played. They patch it multiple times, like a day now it seems, because people are really getting into it.
Okay, Riccio,
I want to say
sell us on this game.
Okay,
Tell us your
I
story.
want to say that there was 60,000 people currently playing right now, so it's currently like the main seller. Actually, the reason it is main seller on Steam right now is because of Daisy.
I'm surprised that the people who have made
Arma 2?
Yeah, Arma 2 haven't picked up the.
They're working on it. Yeah, they're working.
They're
with
helping
them.
out that
I think
guy
it's
to,
actually
like,
started by a
improve the
guy
netcode
who.
and
Oh
stuff.
Yeah.
wow! Oh shit! I thought it was like a separate mod team.
No, and they're like, yo, this is awesome. We should totally work on this.
We're gonna buy.
I think it
this
was just
one.
like one dude that started it, and when it got really popular, the Arma 2 guys were like, yeah,
We're
mods, PC gaming, what's up? Let's
Yeah.
help out this guy.
We'll put a team on it.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
But
All right,
like
story,
it is.
story time.
I'm pretty sure we
So-
talked about that a couple podcasts
Yeah,
ago, actually.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't really know what it was.
Yeah, we did.
So
Yeah.
I played this game a few times before, and it's been like hop in, drop out of server. It's broken. Like, okay, it's kind of cool. I'm dying. You lose your whole character, whatever. And then
Buying of Isaac, it's not.
I had a
Yeah.
buddy.
Oh, God.
I had a buddy approach me, and he was like talking to me on Skype. He's like, "Hey, like, do you recommend it? Like, I don't know." I'm like, "Well, I'll show you some gameplay of it if it seems interesting to you. I know it's really broken. Like, go ahead and buy it or something." And apparently, just me running around, I was like, "You know what? I want to try this." So he bought it, and then me and him were talking on Skype. And what the game does is it's a whole. I don't know how big it is. I'm just gonna say like I don't know, like 50.
It's a full-on island.
like
I
a
think it's
50
it's
kilometers or
50
something?
kilometers of a peninsula.
Yeah. So so there's
Isn't that Far Cry?
so imagine like a maybe I don't know.
I feel like that's the
Maybe.
size they advertised.
Maybe.
Yeah,
But
no,
so
no
imagine
space.
imagine a corner of an island where the map is a coast along the bottom part of the square and the right side of the square, and the top is like it ends on mainland. So you spawn along the coast, which is obviously near the water, and but it's always random, and you spawn as a different character. And now in the recent patches, you don't spawn with a pistol anymore, so you have no weapons, you have no flares, you just have a flashlight. You don't even have a
That is
water jug
ridiculous.
anymore. You don't have anything, so you just go. Except for they added some melee weapons in now that were kind of broken right now. In fact, every time you throw something on the ground, it would spawn like 70,000 hatchets, and it would just be like, well, okay. But you couldn't use any of them, at least not me yet.
What?
So it's weird. Anyway, hatchets and crowbars.
Like
It's fucked. Because I was like, oh, dude, how do you do this? And I dropped my flashlight, and then just bags of fucking hatchets just appear around me, and it's like, oh, okay. But anyway, so we load into the server, and we both get into it, and I spawn near some, I don't know, freight container thing, and he's like, oh, I'm near this, like, town. I'm in a quarry or something.
Do you want to give a letter designation, perhaps, to your friend here?
Well, his name is Johnny, so I'll just say Jay.
Oh, I know.
Jay's like, yo, I'm gonna put the coast to my left side, you put the coast to your right side, and we'll just run. So we start running, and me being in a freight container area, I'm like, oh, that looks like a nice little building. I'm gonna go see what's in there. So I know, I'm new to this. I don't even think, hey, there's probably zombies in there. So I just run my way in there. 3 of them just greeting me. And they just hit me in the face, which causes you to bleed in this game, so you have to bandage yourself up, but you have to stop and do that. And the zombies in this game just keep chasing you, and you can sprint forever, they can sprint forever, but I think they're going to fix that soon. So it just
picture
ends...
the Flash running away
So,
from zombies.
and the funny thing is you can go
Who
through
are
the...
also the Flash.
Zombies. I'd read that comic.
So you can throw the game into the
Comic's
third...
probably been written.
into third person mode, and when you're bleeding, for some reason it comes out of the back of your head, so there's just a jet of blood flying out the back of my head. And you start with 12, I don't know, it's not pints, it's definitely not
How
pints.
long is this into gameplay?
So I'm playing for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm already like on the way to death. And I'm talking to Jay. I'm like, dude, I'm fucked. Like, let's just wait till I find another life till we find each other. I'm just gonna mess around. So I start running off into the distance, blood flying out of the back of my head, dodging through houses and stuff, trying to make them clip on something or just make them break. Because if you break line of sight, they'll stop.
Okay.
So if you run through a forest, there's a chance that they'll lose you. So anyway, so I'm running through this little village, and I finally stop. I turn around. I don't see it, but I hear him screaming. So I'm like, okay, I've got like a few seconds. I bandage myself up. Blood stops. But by this time, you start with 12,000 blood. That's definitely not pints like I was saying. I was down to like 1,300.
Oh, God.
So what happens is as you get lower and lower, I think once you drop lower than 5,000, you black out, and the color fades, and your sound kind of rings, and you can't, like, you're lightheaded and everything's shaking and everything's fucked. So I'm at 1,300. So I'm blacking out every 5 minutes, and I can just be sprinting and I'll just fall on the ground, black out. So I'd start sprinting, and then I turn around and there's more zombies now. It's like 5 or 6, and I'm just fucking like dead sprinting, and I see a village in front of me. Like a whole city, and I'm like, oh shit, there's got to be something in there. There's got to be a building I can lock myself into. Is somebody I can find. So I start running into the city, and the first thing I see is this big fucking church, and I'm like, okay. Every time I dropped in before, I found a city similar to this. The church always has some dude with like a fucking gun waiting for someone to go, hey look, a church, I'll go in there, and then you'll shoot you and fucking steal your stuff, and it's done. So
I wonder if
Did you get this?
they
dude
took
killed?
out the initial equipment stuff to make
yeah.
this like more just like,
If you
there's
kill
a
him, they
dude,
get-
I'm just gonna shoot him
Yeah.
and get a flashlight.
Yeah,
Like
so-
I wonder if that was the
Yeah.
As opposed to a
behind
water
that.
flask and
So
Yeah, all this
yeah,
other
so now
stuff.
you get nothing for really killing anybody except for being a bandit and stuff. And anyway, so point is, I run into this church, and I run in. The first thing I see is a dude, and he's pointing a gun at my face. I'm like, fuck. Well, this is my guy who I'm about to die anyway. I don't give a shit. And then
You
he's
just
like,
charge him.
no, he's just standing there. He's like, what do you need? And I'm like, whoa, there's voice chat in this game, and it's directional. So he's standing to the left of me, and it's in my headphones to the left of me, and just exactly where he is, and it's distant. If he yells, it's louder, and I can hear him better. So I'm like, holy fuck. And I don't know how to type, so I just start mashing things on my keyboard, and I realize that slash is to type to people near you. So I'm like, I was gonna start typing, and then zombies bust in, like the ones that were chasing me. And he's like, oh shit. So he just starts capping out all the zombies until they're like dying. I pass out on the ground, so I don't know what the fuck happens. I wake back up, all the zombies are dead. And then he's just like, what do you need? What are you here for? I'm like, fucking. And I type it, I'm like, need blood. And he's like, okay, there's a hospital across. You want to come with me? He's like, shit, do you have a weapon? I'm like, no. He's like, all right, come with me. So me and this dude don't even know this guy. I thought he was going to kill me. He's like, all right, we're going to go to a hospital. We're going to give you a blood transfusion because you need another person to do that because while they're transfusing you, you black out and you can't do it solo. So the game has this realistic thing. I'm like, okay, that's fucking sweet. We run off into the town. More zombies start chasing us. And then we take them out on the road. And we hear... we're running near a warehouse compound. And in the top, we're hearing these guys... We're hearing bullets and people going like, shit, man, how much ammo do you have? I'm on my last fucking clip. Like, oh. And we're hearing this through this wall. So there's muffling and stuff. I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've ever played. So I run... he's like, okay, let's go help him out. Because they might have blood or whatever. So we're like, all right, shit. We run into the warehouse. We start helping them take out the zombies, and then I've managed to find an AK. I black out. I wake up. Everybody's okay. And we were just talking like, hey, we're about to go to the hospital. Do you guys want to come with? They're like, no, we're going to bunker down here and see what we can do. So we branch off, go on our own separate way. We keep looking for my hospital or blood transfusion. And I don't know exactly how it happened, but we managed to not find the hospital. And he said it was in another city, the major hospital. So he's like, it's down this road. We're going to run for it. We're going to go. And we cut through these farmlands. And normally what you can find in farmlands is you'll find shotguns, you'll find crossbows, more, not AKs, not pistols, not all that shit. So like, normally you can find a shotgun or a crossbow in here. We're going to go. Because he was on his last clip. I had 2 clips of my AK. We walk into this building, and there's one zombie. And prior to this, he told me, he's like, don't ever shoot that AK. Because it will bring everything to us.
Oh, God.
So I walked into the house, and he's like, dude, you need to shoot him because I am on my last clip, and just in case. So I'm like, okay. I fire at him, and then all we hear is just, like, a fucking pile of zombies coming towards us. And we're in this tiny little house. It's one hallway, and with rooms on each side, and one way is the exit, and another way is an exit, so we're back to back, and where there's zombies pouring in, and he managed... there was actually bullets, I think, in the house or something, because he managed to last a little bit. And he's taking care of the front door, I'm taking care of the back door, and they just keep coming and coming. Like, there's 60 of these things, and we're just capping, and we're talking on voice chat. He's like, all right, how many do you have? I'm down to my last clip. Okay, I'm empty. And then you just like, okay, you shoot a wall, shoot like a hole through the zombies on your side, and we're going to fucking mad dash out of there. and he was also, I think, with his buddy on Skype. So we run out of this house, and he's like, hey, my buddy's down the road, he's coming, like, he's gonna save us, we're gonna go to the hospital, we'll get you a transfusion. So we're mad sprinting through this, like, farmland, zombies chasing us, we're turning back to, like, shoot the ones who are gonna, like, graze us and make us bleed. So we're just doing this, and we start running down the road, and then I see his buddy in the distance, who also, I think he had a pistol, or he had no ammo or something, and I fucking black out, middle of the road. 7 zombies charge me, and then all I hear is him going, fuck, he's the only one with ammo! And then I clicked, I'm dead. I don't know what the hell happened to him, it just, game over, I'm dead.
Oh.
And I'm just like, holy shit, this is the coolest fucking thing ever.
Okay, that is
and it was just like, it was like I made my own story, and you just get really immersed in it. When the second there was voice chat, and I learned how to do my own, and we could talk, and it was like, when he ran out of the house, he was like, dude, where are you? And you hear him, like, around the corner, through the wall being muffled, and you're just, you get into it with headphones.
The craziest thing about that entire story to me is how you're dead, you have no idea what happened to those two guys.
And
they could have died. They could have, like, run over.
But
it was
just like that dude running over, and then the last thing you hear is just, well, he's the one with the fucking AK, and just, like, mid sentence, just.
Oh, that is just.
I was like, holy shit,
fucking delicious.
And then whenever the shittier story after that is that I want to say it because it was just like a crazy fluke. So I loaded up. We were in a town. I did the same thing. Like, we found a train track. He found train tracks. I kept the water to my right. He kept it to his left, and we started running. But halfway through, my friend Jay got chased by zombies. So he's like, fuck it. I'm going to run through the forest, wave and weave and through them. And you know what? I'm going to get rid of him. I'm going to come back to the train track. Of course, neither of us have weapons. No one spawns with weapons. He gets lost in the forest. And the entire time, and the servers operate on actual, like, daytime, nighttime cycles. So if it's nighttime here, it's going to be dark in the game. If it's light out here, like in the North American server, you know, it's going to be the same thing. So we're playing it, like, I don't know, pretty late, and the sun's going down. The sun's going down in the game. To the point where it becomes pitch black, and you have to pull out your flashlight. And the way the darkness is in this game is you literally can't see shit except for that flashlight. And every flashlight that everybody else has is being shown to you in real time. So if there's, like, a guy in the distance, you're seeing exactly where he's pointing. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I have my flashlight out. I'm I'm walking along these train tracks. There's zombies all across on each side and stuff. So, and he's sprinting through the forest somewhere. He's lost. He's, like, afraid out of his mind. He manages to lose the zombie. And then I approach a town. I see some dude proning on the ground. And I don't know. There's a lot of new people who don't know what the hell's going on. So he's like, I voice chat. I'm like, dude, do you need help? And he's like, oh, yeah, I just joined in. I don't know what's going on. So I explained him all the buttons and shit. Speed up the story. Anyway, we start running through the forest. We're just like, oh, we'll go up the forest. We're going to go up this mountain. No idea where Jay is. He's still screaming. He's fucking lost in the, I don't know.
Just yelling.
He's just lost somewhere. Well, he wasn't really screaming, but anyway. So I'm walking up the steepest hill possible. Like, fucking, not straight up, but really steep to the point where the game kind of makes you slug up it, like, really slowly. Yeah. Pitch black in a forest. It's like Blair Witch. I'm seeing his flashlight look left to right. I'm looking left to right. We're, like, trying to just find a house or something. Because there's too many zombies in the actual cities at night. And then we're talking on voice chat, me and this new guy, and out of nowhere, because me and Jay are still on Skype, and then all I hear is him going, dude, I just heard your voice. And it's like, really? So in the game, like, Jay, I just yell, and he's like, dude, I just heard your voice. And we're like, what? And then all I see is this light coming up the same side of the hill that we came up. And my buddy turns around, and he's like, dude, there's somebody behind us. I'm like, dude, it's my buddy. Holy shit, Jay. And then we're freaking out because he was across the entire island, fucking sprinted into a goddamn forest, got lost for like 20 minutes, and managed to, like, find us in this most random hill out of nowhere. Just
that's fucking amazing.
Anyway, for the rest of the story is not really exciting after that. We just spent like 30 minutes walking through a forest creepily and dodging zombies, and it was fucking so immersive and awesome.
That sounds absolutely amazing.
It's something to be walking along a trail in a forest with 3 dudes with flashlights at night, and the game sound is perfect. You hear zombies kind of in the distance. There's this weird ambient kind of music going on, and it's just, oh man. There is, honestly, I haven't felt that way about a game in so long, and it is just this insane feeling.
Are you going to stick with it?
I definitely want to play so much more with Jay, because, or at least I say Jay because he's the only dude I know that has the game.
His friendship means nothing.
His friendship means nothing.
It's just the game.
No, but we it's because of the role playing. You almost connect with your buddies on a whole different level because you get into it, and it's not like role playing is a word for it, but it's not like, hey yo, this is my character's bio and he comes from a family. Like, it's not you just become yourself in the game, and it's fucked. It's ridiculous. Like when you
imprint yourself on the game.
And when you meet other survivors and stuff, it's just
I
don't know how they did it. I don't know how they did it.
I'm just surprised that dude didn't just like pop you in the face right in the church, just like.
Yeah, I know.
Instead, he was like, "Yo,
the first guy that I met didn't kill me, and we had this fucking crazy adventure. It was, I don't know.
And the fact that he was like, that dude's got the ammo.
But there's nothing he could do because there was like 7 zombies eating me, so he couldn't clear them out. All he had is like less than a clip. His buddy was not gonna start firing off, and like it was, I don't know. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know. It was just crazy.
You will never know.
I will never know.
And that's absolutely insane. The fact that you'll never know whatever happened to him.
I don't know. I want to have more stories like that because that shit is crazy. So I might start playing through it, have screenshots going, and write up some stories for the blog or something. But
I'd like to play that. You've kind of sold me.
It's for $29, and it's constantly being updated. So yes, it's broken right now, but it seems like they're putting so much effort into it that it's quickly becoming better and better. And
that sounds really good. Actually,
it's awesome. It's really
what
good.
happens when you log out? Does your character?
You stay. If you're alive, it saves exactly where you are. It saves what you have on you, and if you keep switching servers, it'll remember all that between servers.
Oh, okay.
To the point where some people, when it becomes nighttime in North America, they'll switch on to a European server because it's becoming morning. So there's light out.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's cool stuff. It's cool stuff.
That's really awesome.
But yeah, nighttime in that game is probably the funnest thing I've ever had with flashlights. That was when you find each other. When you walk up into like a farmland and you're looking through like the cornfields and you're like, okay, I'm seeing something over there, and then you see where that guy's light is and you look and you're like, oh yeah, I see him. Okay, well I'm gonna look this way. Let's walk this way, and you're just, it's using. I can't even describe it. Using the in-game chat and all that stuff is just fucked. It's
really cool.
Such an experience. It's insane.
Badass.
Yeah.
I think that's.
But yeah, so that's DayZ. I hope I sold it on some people because that was the fucking craziest thing ever.
I think you did. At least one person in this room.
Yeah, I think I might pick that up. Yeah. Well, the Steam sales will be coming out soon. So
yeah, apparently they're starting next Thursday because they tend to start on the last Thursday of June.
Yeah.
According to the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And next week is the last.
I'm
Thursday.
going to drop the retarded amount of money again.
So hopefully, if Arma 2 goes on sale, get it.
I will.
Get it.
I will.
I think it'll at least be discounted to like. At least some money
20.
off.
If it's discounted on the first day, but it's not the daily sale, wait until it's the daily sale. Not that the game is shit and it's not worth the $30. In fact, I bought Arma 2 and everything for this, and I fully am not pissed about that. But for a lot of people who are not used to playing an alpha of a game, and you're going to get annoyed by the bugs, you're going to get annoyed by a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
To know that you've spent less money than the original might make that a little bit of a smoother bump thing for you. So
transition, a nice transition into it cushions the blow.
Yeah. I do a lot of blow while doing this. No, anyway, but
wow. Okay.
But yeah. So, but other than that, I don't know what else I really. Oh no, what did I do? There's something I played this week. I don't remember what it was though.
Did you?
I know I opened up a Minecraft server for my broadcast now. 24 slot, pretty crazy.
Well, it's a Unity Game Time.
Yeah, it's Unity/Game Time one.
It's a Unity Game Time one. I was not informed of this.
So I don't know exactly how we're gonna differentiate from that, but
first one to make any.
We still have all this crazy permission stuff going, and there's lots of stuff to figure out. And
well, that
gotta
was the same
install
with the
log
last
block
one.
to stop griefing. And
Yeah, wasn't that the same one with the last server? It took about 2 weeks to kind of get all the growing pains out.
Well, the thing is, right now is the awesome folks over at Red Ranger Hosting or whatever. I know a buddy from there, and I was supposed to go with them, and then I switched over because they only had European servers, and I needed something in either Canada or US. So I got a US server somewhere else, and the guys over there who help set up your servers, I have a buddy, and he's like, yo, well, fuck it. Even if you're not with us, I'm going to go ahead and go into your server and help you set up everything. So,
that's gorgeous.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. It's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
So I have someone taking care of all my plugins and telling me and showing me how to do everything. So it's a lot easier.
I'm going to have to log in on that and see how that goes.
Yeah, it's probably in flames right now, but
oh, most likely. Yeah.
Last night was a pretty bumpy launch, but
yeah. Well, I know when we were on the other server that we had a couple of times where it just got absolutely griefed.
Yeah.
Ugh. Thank God for Lock Block.
Yeah. Oh well, there's some random. I'm trying to think of the random games I played this week. I played 2 really random ones. They're like puzzle games. I think I mentioned them. Also, if you guys haven't checked out the website, I'm putting up dailies. I kind of skipped on the last 2 days because I launching the Minecraft server. I stayed up way too late trying to figure stuff out, and then the day before that was the Arma 2 stories. And needless to say, getting into it that much, I didn't realize it was like 1:30 in the morning, and I had to get the fuck to sleep. So, but today after the podcast, I might be able to get one up. This is Wednesday, so we'll see what happens.
I need to write something for that.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've had writer's block for a while. I tried again sitting down to write a review for Binding of Isaac, and I just couldn't do it.
Do we want to mention that we might want to be looking for writers? I kind of mentioned it on my broadcast a little bit.
Yeah,
but,
actually, I guess we'll do a plug for that. We're looking for people to kind of be like guest writers, or if you have an idea for a daily column or a weekly column,
just write whatever you want.
Yeah,
we'll give you an outlet to do it.
Pretty much, so long as it's not a live journal thing.
With my pro editing skills.
Yeah, Dan is mad.
Yeah, so whether you're worried about typos or not sure if your writing's that great, Dan's gonna hit you up with that.
Dan turned mine Far Cry thing into a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, but I like I was mentioning to some people who are actually curious. I have one person who's actually interested. The fact that we're saying that we're looking for writers doesn't mean that if you write anything, we'll straight up put it up. We're gonna make sure that it's not to the caliber of what we want, but it's gonna be relative or good enough, or not good enough, but something that we figure that relates and a quality that
just
we
not
are okay
downright horrible. If it's not downright horrible, it'll probably go up on the site.
Yeah. And when we say downright horrible, like we said, if it's not written right, then we can probably fix it up. If we think it's a sweet idea, then we can definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah,
it's gonna be good. If you have some ideas, I guess send it to our Gmail.
Yeah.
I haven't checked.
Or no, you can. Oh yeah.
I don't know how to.
I don't think we have an actual Unity Gaming one. But if anything, you can hit me up at Riccio@UnityGaming.com with EunityGaming.com. Or just post a comment on this post on the blog or on the YouTube anywhere.
Or
just
the Gmail.
Hit us up anyway. We check everything.
Yeah, we do.
Except the Facebook.
Yeah, the Facebook's. I think Facebook's dying because now that we got the blog, we don't have to post anything on Facebook.
Yeah, which is
But so random crap that I had played this week. I just want to jump into it just a little bit to graze over it. I bought two or three random games on the Steam sale. Darkspore was one of them. And I just want to point out that game gives you a key that when you try to input into the Steam version, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So you have to go into the EA.com website, associate the key to your account, and within a few days or something, it'll get authenticated, and then you can log in and play the game. So I still haven't been able to play Darkspore.
That's fucking bullshit.
So there's your 20 on Metacritic probably.
TRM.
I don't think it was like that on launch. I think now it's just broken because their servers are probably almost dead.
Fucked.
But anyway, so I haven't played Darkspore, but I bought it. But two notable games. I picked up Velvet Assassin and Driver San Francisco.
How was Driver San Francisco?
When I saw the email about you going live with Velvet Assassin, I was like, what are you doing, Rich? What the
Well, the thing is, I buy too many games on sale, and I'm worried that I'll never actually play them once. So I figured, hey, you know what? I should try some of these. So
how's Driver San Francisco?
Driver San Francisco is actually one of the craziest
I've heard
things.
It's like absolutely amazing.
It's like an awesome buddy cop movie thing.
It's pretty much. And there's a lot of stuff that doesn't fully make sense, but it's
cool.
Awesome. And the story is fucking crazy good so far. Not crazy interesting.
How much were they?
So Driver, I think, was $5. Velvet Assassin was $1.50.
Yeah, not bad.
So Velvet Assassin, actually, it's really cool. It's like a mix of Splinter Cell and Hitman, which is crazy. Adding in the twist of taking morphine to become a naked girl, or not a naked, partially naked girl in a nightgown running at people that cannot be seen, which you then just cut someone's face off, and that's it. It's crazy.
Dan, do you have any context for this? Because that just
the kind of sense. Super stealth power in that game is you take like an entire hit of morphine.
Yeah, it's because the story is you in a coma reliving some moments. So it's like them pumping in morphine into you. So
and then all of a sudden it kind of goes all hazy.
Yeah, it's
and
like,
there's like rose petals.
Yeah.
But you're in like what you're wearing when you're in the coma. So you're just in like kind of a night dress type thing.
It's kind of like you make your own story from there on.
Wreck some dude with that. Like it's just.
The cool thing about that game is it has like Wolfenstein style of find random collectibles in the environment, like gold and stuff, and you can level up. You can get money to I don't know. Well, maybe not money, just experience, and you can level up and get skills and stuff, which is kind of cool. I don't know. For $1.50, that thing is crazy. Even for like $10, that game is crazy if you like Splinter Cell style stuff.
I remember I bought that game on the Xbox when it was on some sort of used game staff deal when I worked at Future Shop, and the disc for the game would not run in my Xbox. Really? So I returned it.
I wanted to buy the game on release and I never did. So it was kind of cool too. As much as I only paid $1 for it, which kind of sucks for the developers. But
I always wanted to play Wet.
You know what? I played Wet. a few weeks ago on Cast, and you should probably not.
Is it really bad?
It's fun to play yourself, but if anybody watches you play it, they're probably gonna bleed out of their eyes, and the music's gonna make them want to kill themselves. Because usually it plays like a clip of a song that's like a minute and a half long for the entire level, over and over and over
really?
and over. And the pistol sounds there's not even two different sounds. It's just like just for the entire level. That's all you're gonna be hearing.
God, that's terrible.
So to you into the game having fun, it's sweet, and then anybody listening is like, the fuck are you playing? Like just
stop.
Just
stop.
just repeating sounds, repeating music, repeating.
So Riccio, what gets a better rating, wet or haze?
Haze, dude. No, hands down, man. Hands down. The fact you can co-op through Haze just means everything. And,
Best final boss
just don't
battle
tell my
ever.
mom.
Yeah.
I won't.
Oh my god.
I think I can spoil the end of that game. I think we already did.
Yeah, we already did. I think we
So.
did that in like 18 or something like that.
That's 06. I think that's okay.
Yeah, that's.
You sure? Haze 2's coming out now.
Oh
it's not.
god.
Other than that, no
If a
worthy
sequel is announced,
oh my god.
then I think
for the PS4.
Next gen graphics.
Ooh.
I don't even know like what they would do with that game.
I'm gonna tell us to your mom.
Do you think Haze is gonna be in Brawl? Not Brawl.
The Haze dude.
Haze dude.
Just the Haze dude. And,
That'll
His,
be his
his
name.
special move is Boosh. That's what they say. They're like Boosh. And they just hit their chest together or fist bump.
yeah.
But other than that, random game that
I think Sony wants to sweep that one under the rug.
Yeah, that was just
You
like
know
a
what?
mistake.
Dude, when I played that, it was pretty fun. It was like, yo, this is actually a decent
I
game
could
that is
not
covered in
believe
ass.
that you got into a full multiplayer
Yeah,
match.
that was
That's
surprising.
ridiculous.
See, there's still the
And then
crowd
you
out there.
walked like 10 feet and there were auto-replicating, spinning concrete barriers.
That was it. My body was not ready for that game. Simple enough. If I was prepared to see that kind of stuff, I would have probably stayed and enjoyed myself. Right.
for like half a match.
I would have started a Kickstarter for Haze 2. And
Please donate.
speaking of Kickstarters, actually, I paid for Tex. Oh no, I spoke about this last time, didn't I? Tex Murphy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, so I won't say that again. But anyway, I just want to throw out there. I was trying to cut into it. Splice. Everybody check it out if you like puzzle games. I think it's like the weirdest, crazy, most ambient, awesome music game ever.
Nice.
There's like I don't know. There's a music indie royale bundle that came out. That was like $5.
Oh
that
yeah,
came
with like auditorium
yeah,
and everything.
that's
like
what I
that.
got.
Nice.
That game was crazy.
Awesome.
I don't know.
Man, indie bundles are the shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I bought that one with Amnesia, Bastion.
Yeah, the Humble Bundle 5. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
They
Fucking...
added like 3 or 4 more games after that.
Oh fuck.
No. I mean, you get if you have your key in your mail in your mailbox or whatever, you
Yeah.
can go and get all those.
Oh really?
So as long as you paid more than the majority.
Super
I
Meat
did.
Boy.
Yeah.
And a couple other ones I can't remember what
Yeah.
they are.
That's really cool. I honestly, I think that's just brilliant. Where it's kind of like pay what you want, but I love how it tells you if you're below the average. You're like you're kind of a dick.
And then if you put in 1 cent, it says, "Hey, please enter this CAPTCHA so we know you're not a robot."
Yeah.
Because you clearly don't have a heart.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just awesome. It's a good way of getting games out there. I want to try Bastion. Like,
have you never
soon.
played Bastion?
No, never.
You guys have to play
I-
and finish Bastion.
Yeah,
I don't even
I
like-
actually want to play and finish Bastion. I don't know if I want to continue on the 360 or just go on the PC, because on the PC I want to have it with the little portal turrets.
Yeah.
You only get those after you beat the game, so it doesn't matter.
No.
Okay, well.
Oh, my
I really
360 is next to my computer now. So.
Yeah, that is true. I really do want to play Bastion though, so maybe I'll.
You
maybe
really
I'll do that.
should both do that.
Devin decided to play Bastion.
Yeah.
He doesn't get it yet.
No, I know. The,
Okay, well, fuck you.
Well,
Bitch.
I've played and finished that game.
Oh, that was
Oh,
lying.
there's a pop.
That was fucking intense.
Fine.
Sorry, everybody.
Fine.
What were you saying?
I played and finished that game.
Really?
I know what you're talking
I
about.
got-
Yeah,
I got like
that's an
3/4.
incredible experience.
What brings you here, Dan?
I think I like how once you beat the game, it actually makes comments on how you're going through it again.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Apparently.
and
pretty
there
cool.
there are choices in that game, and if you intend on playing it again, there's a certain one you should make, and you will see why when you get there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. Once I beat it once, you can tell me like, dude, next time do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. You will
Oh.
know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Now that I've said that, I really don't need to say anything else.
Okay, cool.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Other than that, you guys play anything else this week or?
No, that was really about it for me. It was kind of it's been a laid back week.
Yeah.
Like I
I
said,
think the
went-
last few weeks have been laid back weeks.
Well, it's just I'm not
don't know.
cramming. I'm enjoying my games more.
Yeah.
As weird as that sounds, I'm not just like rushing through it.
whereas
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I-
trying to play Pokemon Conquest for review.
Whereas I'm still buying games
I'm
randomly
I'm kind
because
of.
I fucking suck.
I haven't actually looked on Steam in a while. I haven't been on Binding of Isaac in
Whoa.
Like,
What is okay?
I've
Is
been
this Devin? No. That's weird.
When was I last on, Dan?
2 weeks ago.
Uh,
Oh, Binding of Isaac. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well,
Jesus, I don't know.
not 2 weeks.
I don't pay attention enough.
It's either that or Eve. I'm usually.
I've been playing
see-
my Nintendo DS.
See the
Yeah,
oh
which is badass.
Jesus.
I've been moving to handhelds more, which is weird. And
The-
I'm debating on Vita.
The thing is, guys, and I know
No.
you guys aren't PC players here that much. Or these guys
Fuck
don't
off.
buy games as much as I do,
Yeah.
which is terrible. Which
I'm not made.
I
of
don't
money.
say that to rub it in because the more and more, every time I say it, it hurts me to the core. Being like, I should
I'm
stop
not,
spending
I'm
so
not
much
gonna
money.
lie to you. I'm kind of glad it does.
Fucking
So,
asshole.
so poor.
But so next week, I'm so glad that these. Well, actually, one of them didn't get pushed back, except for
What do we got?
Ghost Recon, man.
Are these the new
Oh,
releases?
Yeah, I guess new
No.
release is kind of. Yeah, I guess we can know it. I just wanted to talk about Ghost Recon and Spec Ops: The Line next
Oh
week.
yes.
With
Spec Ops
possibly,
Line.
because it's going to be like the last week of June, Walking Dead might come out. They still haven't actually put a date, so
They
Yeah.
just said by the end of the month.
yeah.
I think.
So and they might push it back if they feel like it's not ready. But
They were developing it like during when one was out. Like,
yeah, they're still and they're doing the same with 3 and 4 and 5.
Like, that's
and
ridiculous.
Whatever. I don't know if this is 6. Is there a 6?
I think there's five
Okay.
episodes.
But yeah, man, those 3 games are gonna make my next week fucking crazy.
Spec
Actually,
Ops: The Line. I'm gonna pick up.
yeah,
I'm
Spec
gonna
Ops: The Line.
I'm debating
you-
on
dude,
360.
Oh man, you could have got it on PC on Green Man earlier this week. It was $35.
Fuck.
Sorry.
You gotta tell me.
Yeah, I think
this
it's
shit.
actually still 20% off. So
Oh, really?
check it out.
Maybe I'll pick it up tonight. But
It's a Steam version, so yeah.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I
nice.
bought
That's
it.
why I'm always iffy about Green
Yeah.
Man and like
Dude,
sites like
it
that.
always tells you. Green Man is actually super legit. It's not like that
Not like
Russian.
your
weird-
Russian
no.
one that you've
Dude,
got.
I go on there now. It's like, you
Yeah,
want to
what
pay in
the
the rubles? I'm like, no, man. I'm done here.
That was like, I think you linked it to that site once in Skype, and
Yeah,
I clicked
said
it,
what?
and you were like,
Dude, it's totally
yeah,
legit.
check out this site. You can just buy stuff, and I was like,
No.
what the fuck?
No.
Was it like, it was it looked kind of just legit enough that I was like,
It looked like our blog.
Okay, but like,
You were iffy.
I was like,
Yeah.
what
And
the
so you're just
fuck
kinda like,
did
no.
Riccio just link me here? Like,
is
this
it-
a typo?
Is it
I
a
don't-
bot? Did I get bot? Like, did
Ratio, your account's hacked. No, man. I just actually. Fuck. Okay, well, you didn't see my link here. Dude, you're what?
You're spamming me. No, dude, that's just me.
Oh. Well, okay. You lost a friend. No.
Peace.
But, what is it?
I think that was the night with the magazine, or the
sounds
comic,
That sounds weird.
the scary comic.
Oh, yeah, Scary Comic.
Yeah, I think that is
I
probably
think that was
right,
the same
yeah.
night. Yeah,
Possibly.
Fuck that comic.
What did I want to say?
Fuck everything about.
So,
that comic.
so I'm gonna let you guys know what Future Soldier looks like. 'Cause I know I mentioned it maybe last podcast how they put out a screenshot that looks fucking fantastic.
yeah, I saw that. That
If
looks
that's
fucking-
legit, I'll be like, guys, this is legit.
that looks gorgeous.
That's all I'm gonna say. The game's probably gonna be ass still, but
I'm
Dude,
excited for Spec Ops: The Line, especially after that demo.
Yeah,
It really.
multiplayer, whatever. But
Yeah, multiplayer, but the story of
Oh,
it looks
man,
really
I know.
good. I'm
Nolan
excited
North,
for it
get in my ears.
for sure.
But oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot. This week, Quantum Conundrum's coming out.
I have no idea what
Thursday.
the hell that is.
You know what? I keep fucking it up. I'm pretty sure I'm lying halfway saying this, but a few people, or 1 or 2 people, or 1 person from Portal 1 worked on this game.
Okay.
And it's
some number of Portal
of
1 people.
Yeah, they keep. I don't know. It's Portal like. It's like first person from what it seems like. Go and do puzzles into rooms.
Okay.
But it seems like instead of having a portal gun, you change dimensions.
What?
So the world will change dimension in that room, and like it'll change gravity or change what things are made out of, and I don't know.
That
I don't
seems-
fully know. I haven't
What's
actually
the
found
price
the game.
point of it?
It's I think on sale right now on Steam for $13. So
Oh.
which is the pre-order thing,
That's not
and it
bad.
comes with TF2.
It's on
items.
Thursday.
Yeah, it comes out on
Of course it
Thursday.
comes
I don't really know why.
Tuesday.
So, yeah.
Cool.
So tomorrow, I'll be
Yeah.
playing that. I guess on Cast or something.
Cool.
So
Cool.
if anybody's curious, tune into Riccio. That's it.
That is all.
But other
The
than that,
internet's dead.
I'm looking at this website. I can't tell how legit it is, but it's saying the new Penny Arcade game's coming out as well.
I never played any of those.
Are
But I'm
you,
pretty sure
are you
that's
looking at
tentative.
Giant Bombs?
Yeah, I
site
think
there? They have a quick lookout of the first chapter of that game. Or
Oh,
something,
so it's probably out then. It's
Yeah.
probably coming out. Perfect. I didn't know. I heard there was a new one coming, but I didn't realize how early it is.
Oh, okay.
Another one worth mentioning, if you guys haven't seen it, I checked it. I'm not actually picking it up. I just thought it looked nifty. The Amazing Spider-Man game.
I heard good things about that.
It looks
Apparently, if you
terrible.
pre-order, you can play as Stanley.
Yeah, which
yeah,
is cool.
yeah, which is fucking amazing.
But looking at some gameplay they put of it, where he was just swinging through the city, I actually almost got a sense of vertigo as it was going, because the way the camera is, and every web swing kind of like swooshes right next close to the ground, and the camera's like right behind Spider-Man's head. So you get the sense of like going up and like that free falling, and then speed and like G-forces in your face going down. It's crazy.
Which is neat.
But I still won't play it. I still won't really play it.
No, it's not. They were never my kind of game.
It was funny because it was like, yo, look at this crazy stuff, and like, oh, you have this spidey sense where you can like kind of choose. I want to say like Brinks. Pick a direction and your guy's gonna sprint over there and do all the crazy shit.
Oh,
it's like that except for with Spider-Man. And then, but it was funny because it looks super smooth and awesome. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take out this car," and he lands on the car and it's like, "Yo, mash X," and he's just doing this like automatic like shooting web at the window thing. He's not even aiming. And it's like, "Oh, you have to hit B to dodge." And it's like went into this weird quick time event. And I was like, "Oh, that's really
just
bad."
Killed it.
It is a movie tie-in.
Yeah. So that's what. Then again,
Reboot.
It's made by Beanox, so yay, Montreal.
Yeah, true.
So
yeah,
or Quebec City, sorry. But anyway. Looks cool.
Canada. West.
Whoop, whoop. But yeah, I think other than that, I don't think there's too much coming out.
Poutine.
Yeah.
Maple syrup.
Really?
Pancakes.
No. I feel almost offended now.
You don't.
Kinda.
It's like Italian.
What?
Not even Canadian.
Jeez. Anyway. Cheese.
I'm hungry.
Cheese. I'm gonna keep saying cheese. No, but other than that, I think that's it for releases. I don't know if there's anything newsworthy that happened. Oh yeah, so we found some.
Yeah,
but
Microsoft Surface.
Oh yeah, the Surface.
Which looks. I was debating on an iPod. I've got like a fun set aside.
You mean an iPad?
iPod. I've been just debating on an iPad.
I wanted an iPhone and an iPod.
Yeah. No, I've been debating on an iPad, and with this release, I'm gonna probably wait till that comes out so I can compare them side to side. Because
the only thing that gets me about that is the USB port.
Yeah.
Which would be crazy for mobile gaming because it's just plug in an Xbox controller to that. Or that touchscreen type thing keyboard.
Oh, the smart cover? It is the exact smart cover that you've got for your
Except it's got a like touch sensitive
it's got a trackpad
light up keyboard thing.
Yeah, it's got a trackpad and a full keyboard in it. Plus,
I didn't know it had a trackpad.
Yep.
That's nuts.
It's got a fucking trackpad in it, and it's got the back that clicks out. It comes in a 32, 64, or 128.
There was two different models actually. There was Windows RT.
Well, that's the full.
That's the 32 or the 64, and then there's Windows 8.
No,
which is the 64 and the 128.
RT is the is going to be Windows 8. That's the equivalent of the Home Premium.
Okay.
The 32, 64, and 128 is professional.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you've got the unlocked kind of like full one, and that for me, I'm seriously debating on like, do I really want that iPad or do I want this? Because
this thing is instead of a laptop.
Yeah.
But the other thing is Microsoft is releasing with this tablet their app market. They're going to be having,
which is I think is gonna be the make it or break it thing. Because the reason that I would pick an iPad over this would be because
the apps
and the because if I buy an iPad or that, it would be like for a leisurely thing. Except for if I were to buy the Windows one, I would actually use that for like work probably.
Exactly. That's the thing that I'm looking at it for is I can use it as a mobile, like with the keyboard built into it. I don't have to buy an extra case to have a keyboard to type.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like it's going to be really nice. And then with Windows 8, it's all tile based, and you can still go to the desktop.
I can just imagine like corporations and stuff being really happy that there's going to be a Windows 8 tablet because I think iPads and stuff suck for security and shit.
They're like you can break into them.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a lot of third-party administration stuff you can do.
Yeah, but
I can't talk much about that stuff because I work at a law firm and
but you still have to pay a lot of money to secure Apple-based products.
But it's just the fact that it'll be built into Windows stuff. You'll have like policies and all that crazy shit, which we won't get into too much. But let's just say it's going to be probably crazier on that side.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be. I'm really excited, and I think do you know when Windows 8's slotted to release?
I think it's still end of this early next year, end of this year.
Well, I heard like right now they got a promotion that's like if you buy a Windows 7 tablet, you can get $15 upgrade to Windows 8 Professional. So I think the last I heard from my Microsoft rep was like December, I want to say 10th.
I hope they do the same thing as they do with Windows 7 where they had a have a party thing, a house party thing where you would host a party at your house and you had to show copies of it and you get a free copy of it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if we do, we should look into that.
We each three separately host one. So you'll get one copy. So.
I'm down with that.
So we'll each invite each other, make it look like there's a lot of people. Anyway, we'll not tell everybody our secret, but anyway. Yeah, exactly. That's going to be awesome.
Not on the internet in any form.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No one knows what we're talking about right now because Riccio just edited it out.
I broadcasted that thing actually whenever I had it. I was like, yo, guys, look at this. Anyway, bye.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
should start playing games after. But yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. Other than the Surface,
Which, by the way, had like wicked dubstep in the.
did it? I actually did not watch that press conference. I read up on some stuff.
We'll watch the video right after this. It's got like super awesome dubstep, and like I listened to the song like 4 times. It was amazing.
But anyway, other than that, Okami got announced for the PS3. It's gonna have a crazy HD remake with apparently move support, which is gonna be fucking sweet for the drawing stuff.
It's $20 on PSN.
Really? Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. That's right. And it's
only
releasing
$20?
really soon, isn't it?
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
decently
Let me
soon.
see if I can find it. Yeah. So I don't know. It's
Fact check.
It says 2 versions of it or something. Oh no, 2 versions of the PS. Never mind, they're comparing it. I can't read. Anyway, so it's coming out at some point, which is going to be sick for $20. I've never finished Okami. I played a bit of it and it wasn't my. That was actually when I still borrowed games from people.
Oh really?
I was
Before
like,
you
dude,
got
this
really,
game is sick, and then took it back. I'm like, yo, that game was sick.
Oh really?
So I can't wait to actually go through that and finish it.
That'd be cool.
Other than that, let's see here. Diablo 3 player. I don't know if we talked about this when we were doing it. When we were talking about it, somebody beat Inferno hardcore.
Oh yeah.
Which they killed the final boss, which I won't spoil in case you haven't beaten the game yet. But they killed him on Inferno on hardcore.
Can I guess what the final boss is?
Hey, sure. I won't make a sound.
Diablo.
Oh, maybe. I made a sound. Fuck. Anyway, so they killed
Big
that.
surprise.
They killed that person. Oh, but you don't know who Diablo is, which is crazy. Anyway,
It's Diablo.
nope.
He's Satan.
You're gonna see. Anyway, play it.
You're
So-
making sounds now, and
It's cool. Whatever. So somebody beat it on hardcore, which means that they went through he made a point of beating it before they nerfed it because they did make a little bit of things easier on the latest patch. So he beat it on hardcore on Inferno, and that is
insane.
when you die, your character is deleted.
That is
and
fucking
fucking
insane.
somehow he's the first person to do it. So world first. Congrats on him. And yeah, man,
Hooray.
I can't even.
Hooray. Awesome.
Yeah, good
We'll
job.
take 2 of him.
Good job. Sweet. Speaking of 2, and then
Play some with Dan.
3. Dan, do you want to talk about the 4th of something?
Oh, just the little
Yeah.
the next great sequel in the Saints Row franchise.
Oh, yes.
Working title.
Yeah.
That is
so,
the working title for the next Saints Row.
So apparently they took Enter the Dominatrix, I think it was, and
yeah,
they're turning that.
they are
into,
no longer making a disc expansion for $30 for Saints Row the Third.
Oh.
They are instead focusing all efforts on creating a 4th Saints Row game.
That's good.
Yeah.
So that'll be out sooner, and it'll have all the stuff they promised in Enter the Dominatrix in it somewhere.
Cool shit.
Just sick.
Cool shit.
So great.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And me and Riccio were discussing this because there's a couple people on Twitter that are like, yo, that working title, you should just keep it as the name of the game.
Oh, for sure.
I totally agree with that. I would buy a game that was just that on the
The
cover
next
art.
great-
Just on a purple background with the Saints logo. Perfect.
I feel like the oh yeah, it's not even like properly produced. But anyway, I think the new THQ guy is probably gonna be like, nah, you guys gotta make this.
Yeah,
serious.
you gotta make a better title. Like, come on, guys, we're sinking. Make something.
all that Jason Rubin stuff was a misunderstanding. Though.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was one of those things where like a quote gets taken and put out of
Twisted.
context, and then
Oh.
the out of context quote gets taken. People get angry about it and taken even more out of context.
Oh god.
And yeah,
Oh,
it was a one line in like this like several paragraph interview thing. So
that's
that reminds me of whenever Final Fantasy 14 was coming out, and Square Enix didn't really have an English translating team, so they just put out Japanese press releases, and then people would translate it, and it'd be like, "Yo, they're taking out this feature," and this one dude would try and translate it, and he'd say that, and then suddenly that was news everywhere. It's like, "Yo, this fucking doesn't exist anymore," and then Square Enix puts out like another post trying to say like that's not true, and it was just getting worse and worse, and then a few months later, they're like, "Okay, so now we have a translator."
Now we have an actual guy
God.
whose job
It was
is
pretty
to do this
fucking
press
bad.
conference.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
excited for that. I'm probably gonna end up getting it for PC again.
Yeah, most likely.
Probably continue my co-op adventure with my buddy,
Pretty
yeah,
awesome.
me and Dustin will do it. That's
which is good because I mean, if it's only 2-player, you don't want to be like, "Yo, you're playing with Dustin. I'm gonna okay."
Bye.
I think everyone's got a Saints Row buddy at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. God, I can't wait to be naked with dildo bats killing people again.
I don't know.
And then buy Saints Row. No.
That's awkward. I thought that was Thursday nights. You do that.
And apparently,
Naked with dildo bat.
apparently in the rumor mill thingy, apparently Willem Dafoe might be starring in Beyond Two Souls. So it's not fully whatever, but it might actually be happening, which would be crazy.
If they just fill that game with actual actors,
Oh my
that'd be nuts.
So I know in
Just
Heavy Rain they
totally.
tried to take people we didn't recognize, right?
Yeah.
And,
Well, they did do that. We don't know them.
Yeah, because they
in,
were
like,
across the pond.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that'd be cool. I mean, I'm already excited to hear that. Wow, I can't remember her name.
Ellen Page.
Ellen Page. Thank you. I was like, Eva.
That honestly blew my mind when you kept on being like, hey, who does she look like? I'm like, I know the face. I know the face.
Her smell. No.
Whoa, that got a little creepy real quick.
I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure during the E3 press conference they just shot her perfume into the crowd. Anyway, perfume guns into like some guy's face in the front row.
It burns. It fucking burns.
You are Ellen Page.
Just stands up and like, magically is Ellen Page. Hello, everyone. I paid to see that.
I don't understand what's going on anymore.
That'd be a cool press conference.
But
you have a man that turns into a woman who turns into Ellen Page, all because like perfume got shot in his face.
that's next gen.
That is some next gen shit right
You
there.
are Ellen Page. You get up, go to the mirror.
That's
I am Ellen Page.
literally all it is.
Guys.
You open up the Beyond Two Souls PS3 box and
Just a
just this
needle.
dust cloud pops out, and it's just the perfume.
It's
It's
like one
just
of those trick
perfume
things.
with,
You have to
like,
shoot
lace-
it into your nose.
Yeah, it's laced with acid, so you're just like, oh, I am this person.
Or like opening the case is like pricks on it, so it like makes little holes in your fingers, and you go take the disc out, and it's just you're infected.
Yeah.
Ellen Page-itis. I think I almost said vagina or something.
Yeah, you just about did.
Anyway,
Yeah.
other than
So-
that, I can't see any really crazy news thing. At least none that I can remember. Oh God, I'm sorry.
No.
But
I think this went pretty well.
Yeah. So I guess for anybody
Watching. Don't
watching or
watch.
listening,
Yeah.
let us know what you guys think of the audio quality and stuff.
It's
And
good. We're running
We
off.
think it's pretty great.
We're running off one shitty mic for me, a
Yeah.
decent one for Dan, and Riccio's got his like
the pro one that
ridiculous-
we're gonna all start having.
You will see a video of the unboxing of that new mic.
Yes.
You
on
kind
the
of
site.
a very fast. Just put in like 30 times speed.
It's 16 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
But
little insane.
what else do we want to play? So yeah, so everybody, if you're listening to this on iTunes or on YouTube, don't forget to check out our blog at www.eunitygaming.com. There'll be a link everywhere, so
Yep.
check that out. If you're listening to us on iTunes, don't forget to subscribe and or I don't know, leave a review or
Just keep downloading the podcast.
just keep downloading the podcast.
downloading the podcast.
No, leave a review, even if it's a star rating, or leave a little something. Be like, hey, you guys, this sounds good now.
Keep it up.
Keep it up.
Doesn't sound
It'll
like poop.
it'll really help us out, and I know it's a joke to say that, but it also will actually make us pop up on the possibly like up and coming on the iTunes store.
Yeah.
So that's
And
pretty cool.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It always makes my day whenever I get like an email or something where it's been like,
Yeah.
someone subscribed. I'm like,
Oh.
yes, that makes my day.
Oh yeah, I actually okay. Well, we're gonna finish doing little. Actually, before we finish doing this, we actually got a question on our last podcast.
Oh really? Oh shit.
On the YouTube.
That's right.
Actually, I want to see if I can load it up right now. I'll say the question
While
and then I'll get.
while you're loading it, hey Dan, how are you doing?
Doing good.
You doing good? What brings you here today?
Riccio said there'd be mics.
Hey guys, I got a question.
Podcast.
Oh really?
got a
What's
question for
all
you
right? What's
guys.
your question?
All right, so this question is from Labet, Labet 1000. He asked, "What is all of our opinions on the game's Star Wars Republic Commando?" The funny thing is I've never actually played it, but him asking that made me actually almost go out and buy it. So I'm waiting for it to go on sale so I can actually
And
give it a try.
I actually own that game and waited to play it for forever, but bought it as part of some Star Wars pack on Steam, and it's installed on my computer, but I have never booted it up, even though I really want to play that game.
Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would like to have an opinion on that game.
I haven't touched it, so
So to answer you, we're not sure yet, but you've made us all totally want to play it. At least me and Dan. So we will
I'm inquisitive now.
we will get something back to you on that one, and we're actually probably gonna make like a dry run of it, like an old school, like, yo, you guys missed this. If
Check it
it's
out.
actually good, be like, yo,
Check
check
it
it
out.
out, check it out,
Yeah.
check out this,
check it out.
check this thing out. But yeah, what else was I saying? I was saying plug the iTunes. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you guys want. We have a lot of dry runs going up. We actually I don't know if we announced it last time or it wasn't out yet. We have an Anarchy Reigns demo,
Which is good,
dry run,
real good.
and
Or Max Anarchy.
yeah, Max
as it's
Anarchy
called in Japan.
So I know that Dan, you and Dustin actually are.
Oh
importing-
yeah, I guess we should talk about that. We're importing Japanese copies of that game because they are going to be region free.
Yep. And it's gonna set you guys back like $100.
Yeah, a
That's
piece.
insane.
There's nothing else coming out in July that I
Yeah,
want.
fair
I've looked over it and I'm like, okay.
And like
I'll
you said,
just
you're
do it.
getting it in like 6 months.
Well,
ahead of
it's
everyone else.
Q1 2013. It's July.
Did you guys know that Platinum Games
Soon,
didn't
like-
know? Whenever Sega put it out, they're like, yo, Q1 2013. They're like, it's not coming out in July? Platinum Games, they tweeted, they're like,
Hello.
I don't know if they tweeted it. They posted it somewhere. They're like,
That's absolutely hilarious.
it's not July
It's
for North America?
because we're
So-
putting out in Japan for July.
So go Sega. That reminds me of whenever they put out of multiple games actually on Steam, and they're like, "Yo, it's coming out today." On the day of release, they're like, "Yo, now it is just summer 2012," and then summer 2012 will come along, and they're just 1 week would be like, "This Thursday." And then you're like, "Is it gonna?"
We released already.
Is there
2
a
weeks
specific
ago.
game you were thinking of? Right now?
It's the car game with the twin thumbsticks and it's top down. Had Gordon Freeman on it. It's
Renegade Ops?
Renegade Ops. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
There's another game also that they put out like a week later or a week earlier that had the same shit happen to it, and I don't remember what it was.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah.
That's absolutely insane.
So hopefully that comes out. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a dry run of Max Anarchy, like the whole game, or the actual full game or something. To
Yeah, we'll do something with
maybe
the
show more of it.
copy that
Yeah.
gets here.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I want
So-
to try playing it. That look cool.
Whether we also stream it or something.
I'm pretty sure
Also-
he's got the demo.
Yeah.
You copied it somehow?
Yeah, I
Richie?
did. I have it on my Xbox.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah. Other than that, do we want to announce that we might be doing something next weekend, maybe, or something?
Is it that soon already?
Yeah, it's next weekend.
Okay.
Dan and I don't know if Devin, if you're gonna be free. We might do a wake up at like 9 in the morning and start casting all day, doing some fun stuff until like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday, which
So
I also
June the 30th.
I know this is delving into my personal life, but I kind of I was supposed to work Monday because we have Monday off because I was supposed to have it off because it's some Quebec holiday in Canada here. So we got the emails today. They're like, yo, so we were supposed to work on these days off, but nope, everybody go home. So or you don't have to come in. So yeah.
I do.
So
Jerk.
I get next Monday off, and the Monday after that, and then I think the Monday after that, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Shit. Nice.
What?
Yeah,
No,
'cause
the other one's in August.
Yeah,
Never
you
mind.
got
I'm an idiot.
Canada Day. You've got that Quebec holiday and then Canada Day.
Yeah, and then a few weeks or months later.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
Awesome.
yeah. So look, check out something. I might do something this weekend or something. Just something. No, it's not a little thing.
A little something.
This little something. That's not going to be as intense. But
Do you still want to play Steel Battalion for that
I
thing?
kind of want to,
Even
but
though
I
it's
kind
getting
of don't.
horrid reviews.
I think a lot of people were saying actually about Steel Battalion was what's wrong is that it can't see your hands when you're holding the controller. So I have a feeling that if we play it the way that we started, where you were doing the hand movements and the gestures and shit, and I'm just off on the side playing it on the controller, it might actually be playable.
That sounds like
So part of me still wants to drop the money to try it out, with the hopes of either the Kinect getting better or a patch fixing shit.
well, we are buying it a couple weeks late, so that might be time for a patch to go through and get through
Maybe.
certain stuff.
Maybe. So we'll hope on that. We'll think it over. If not, Dan, I totally want to play some fucking Cry of Fear with you or something. So
Man, I don't play scary games.
it's gonna be fun.
It'll be amazing.
Especially because you always like playing scary games really late at night, and that's when I'm like, I just want to go to sleep.
Well, yeah,
And
we'll,
then not
we'll
scary
start.
anymore.
Then
'cause
you
I'm
can just
tired.
Dan cam it. Have Riccio playing a scary game with headphones on. Dan passed out on the couch with a webcam on him, and you can just yell. Scare the shit out of
Yell
Dan.
into his face
Yeah, that
until he wakes up and like spits going into each other's mouth. Anyway, so that's gonna happen in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Hey, good guys. Hey.
I think we'll
I joined
end it
in.
there. I think we're gonna end it here.
Yep. So yeah, once again, don't forget to subscribe on iTunes, leave a rating, subscribe to us on YouTube, check out the blog at www.
Ask us questions.
Yeah, ask us
EunityGaming.com. Yeah, ask us questions, leave anything anywhere.
And let us know how this sounds.
Yeah, and like I said, if you guys want to send an email for some reason, if you guys are email people, you're not type of comment people, I know we haven't set one up for Unity. We're going to set it up, I think, maybe probably by next week. But feel free to hit me up, just Riccio at EunityGaming.com.
We
check
all
it out.
have one of those.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have to check
I don't
mine.
remember. Yeah, mine's directly linked to my Outlook.
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 I need to figure. I need to
Um,
reset mine up.
Yeah. So anyway,
I'm Sompy, and thank you guys for tuning in.
yeah, I'm Riccio,
And I'm Dan.
and take care.